All right. We should be live. I'm telling my Discord. Um, let's see. So we're telling our Discord. I am so sorry. I should have gone live about 1 minute ago. I was watching Pokey Profit. I was trying to like not overlap with him because that's my boy. But at the same time, I got work in the morning. It's already 7:30. I can only wait so long, but I waited about an hour and a half. So I mean, I think that was pretty cool. So we're just telling our Discord that we're live. Fast forward like 30 seconds if you're watching in the future, and let's get this show on the road. I'm excited. So for my future audience, it is ever growing. It is awesome. Thank you to all of you, man. The amount of people watching after we're live is so dope, man. Like, thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody who watches us every single day. Honestly, it really means a lot to me. I'm not just saying that. We're pretty close to as big as we used to be on our old YouTube channel, man. We're not quite there, but we're pretty close. And and I only just started this YouTube channel and this community, and I'm very thankful to all of you, man. So, like, seriously, I love all of you, and I appreciate everything y'all do. You don't have to buy anything. You can literally just hit the like button and keep the chatter moving. That helps a lot. It helps the algorithm. Just talking every now and then, and definitely hitting the like button for 100% free. So let's see. I don't think we sold our third case yet, right? Let's review the store real quick, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff. Shameless plug, just kind of show you guys some of the stuff we added to the store. I think most of it is sold. I'm sorry. I got a B grade on here, which honestly isn't too bad if I'm not mistaken. Ascended Heroes, I think market's like one. Oh my God, I have my sandal in this. Wow, I should have cropped that. I am so sorry. I usually crop my images. That's quite embarrassing. I'm not going to lie to you. I apologize. Front looks pretty nice. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe the slightest ding in the corner, like nothing to talk about really. Let me see. No, there's something wrong with it. Honestly, this is really clean. Right there, if you look, it's really hard to see. Yeah, there's this little slit. So I zoomed in a lot. Those are obviously air holes. It is what it is. Little slit right there in the corner. So besides that, honestly, pretty nice looking ETB, but I just wanted to be transparent. So I did $10 under for that one just because, hey, you know what? Why not? What else, man? We got some new stuff. I put some Ascended Heroes cases on there. 2 of them sold out. Of course, 151. We still have 1 of these left and 2 of those. 1 case still available. I do not want to sell these. I hate selling these. 2 sold out really fast. We'll see if the third one sells. Like I said, somebody reached out for a $40,000 collection, and I'm like, oh shit, man! Like, I gotta let go of some of this stuff. I have to. I was gonna hold the Ascended Heroes cases until probably like 1,700, and then I was gonna sell them for like 1,650, and it would have been really nice. But it's okay. I got to move on, man. I got to keep it moving. I just added this today to the store. This one's weird. I think the next one for sale is like 185. So this is Celebrations. You got to look around. It's market says it's like 190, but the cheapest I saw was like 185 or something. I don't know. It was something in the ballpark. These have been selling great, man. The Gemstone 4. And I think people are getting these for their kids, which is really dope. It's a booster box. It's pretty cool. Chase the Ponyta, stuff like that. Let's see. We still got the Journey Together case. Dude, all my Japanese sold out today. All of it. Everything except for Nil Zero. Oh, I'm sorry. Mega Brave. I have 2 left and Nil Zero. Besides that, people are just eating up all the Japanese. I can't sell that to save. Or I can't keep it in stock and replace it to save my life right now. I put this on there. Again, I really believe in this product. I do not want to sell this. But I have to, man. Like I said, $40,000 collection. I got to get rid of some of this stuff, man. I got to. Let's see. Somebody did buy a Perfect Order box the other day. That was super cool. I added some of these to the store. I have 10 total that came in today, but I only did 4 because once you do after 4, I have to use a massive box, and it cost me like $39 to $45 to ship to you. So I added a B grade Black Bolt ETB. I think market on these is like 120. Obviously, this is the stock photo. I need to delete that actually. It presents decent, I would say. Decent. Little corner there, little corner there, little corner there, little light stuff, man. It's really nothing crazy. That's probably the biggest one, is in the front, that little itty bitty corner. But when you zoom out, it's not bad. And if it's in acrylic, to be honest, there's another one. Sorry. There's another one right there. But again, when you zoom out, it's not bad at all. But just full transparency. I think that was it. And on the back is a little king. Little dings, nothing crazy, but Don't feel like you have to buy that. Somebody will buy it if you won't. I did put on this Pokemon Center. I am going to be pretty firm at 140. It does have a little bit, same thing, right? Little corner dots here and there, you know, little issues, but Pokemon Centers have been rallying. You can see there a little corner issue. That back is the back does have some issues, but it's not a hole. It looks like a hole, but it's not. It's just some creasing, right? There, little creasing there. You know, that one's pretty moderate, I would say, to be honest. So, but Pokemon Center has been rallying, and I honestly just cannot replace them. So please do not feel like you have to buy them. But I just know eventually what has been happening to all the Pokemon Centers, they're all rallying. Like all of them are just moving. Maybe Straw Fails will be the last one. If we take a look at Stellar Crown, wow, I just had a buyout on those. Thank God I only had 3 on there. People are buying these out because I had them for 130. They've been sitting for like 2 months and nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted these. Literally 130 sitting on my store. Didn't sell one. And then out of nowhere, they bought them all. Why? Because recent sold is 170. Market currently is like 160, you know, 150, whatever. This one has a tear for 160. And that's why they bought all mine. I raised the price to like 145 or something. And yeah, I had a buyout. So I have a couple more, but I didn't pay attention to that. That's my failure. But hey, you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad somebody got somebody got a deal on them and they got a buyout on us. Look at this, bro. This is going nuts. Everybody's buying up all the Pokemon Centers. I do have Pokemon Centers left for Perfect Order. I did sell the first 2 that we had, and I just uploaded. Oh, no, I didn't upload the other 2. That's right. Oh, I wanted to show you guys in person. That's why. So I just got these in. Actually, I got these sent to my mom's house, full disclosure, and they just came in today from Pokemon Center, like when they came out. There was something with it. It wasn't like anything crazy. I don't remember. There was something on with it. I don't know if that. I don't think that's a hole. Let me see. Ah, there we go. This itty bitty hole right there. It is a hole though, to be fair, right there. So that's why I didn't put it on the store. Honestly, it just takes a long time to take the pictures and stuff. And then there was something really small with this one too. Is that it? That's a really small hole. You can't even see it. I mean, you can't. Okay. Itty bitty hole here. If you look really hard. Right there on the corner. Can you see it? Like a dot. And then on the back, slightly larger dot on here hole. Right there. Can you see it? You gotta look really hard though. You probably can't see it. It's a little hole on that one too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on those. I don't want to like fire sell Pokemon Centers, man. Even though it's Perfect Order, like it's hard to get those. How can you join the Discord? Link in the description. Yo, Hobbyist Miner, what's up, buddy? Charge $1,600 for those? I should. Specialty sets are seriously. I know. I should sell those for 16. I need the money because I got a $40,000 collection coming. So I need to get these moving. Yeah, I need to get them moving. So I just need to get the funds. I need to get the funds flowing. And Shopify is being slow as hell to give me my money. I don't know if it's because it was Easter and they're just not paying quick. I don't know what the hell is going on. So, hey, we just got an order from Christopher. Thank you very much, Christopher. What'd you order? 2 Neil Zero. Look at that. Hey, Neil Zero all of a sudden is selling out, man. I have to keep restocking it. You know, it's crazy. Crazy. How are you guys doing? DJ, I bought some stuff off your store. I'm really happy with the checkout process. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dark Soldier. Thank you. I've been enjoying your content. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about the video title. Ascended Heroes is the only Pokemon set fans actually want. Now, I am being a little facetious there, but at the same time, I'm not. I'd say I'm more facetious than not on this. This is what it feels like. Everywhere I go, you know, whether that's the Discord, actually, people on my Discord are pretty intelligent, but certainly on Facebook, YouTube, views are down if you're not talking about Ascended Heroes, like big time. So, you know, I'm not the kind of guy that only wants to talk about Ascended Heroes. Like, I like Ascended Heroes. I think it's a phenomenal set. It could go down as one of the best sets ever created long term. I really don't know. I don't know. But if you make a video and you talk about Ascended Heroes, you get a couple thousand views really easy, just talking about Ascended Heroes. And so yesterday I made a video. Listen, my business videos never do well, right? I get that. I don't make them because they're going to perform well. I know they'll get like 1,000, 2,000 views. Like I know that it is what it is, but they're also business video. And this is, my journey. So I do like to update you guys on the numbers. I did like what we've done since October when we started the store. I did the year to date sales, and then I did like the first quarter. So I can tell you guys an update right now. Currently, we've done $227,000 in sales, and then about 7-8K on like eBay and like other private sales. So 233,000 so far, somewhere in that ballpark. So I like to do those videos because there's a lot of people that still are interested in the business content. And ultimately, this channel is about my business and my journey and running the store. But we do obviously talk a lot about investing. So I knew that wasn't going to perform well. So today I talked about the Mega UPC, which was breaking above $200. I don't know if it still is. This is, basically it's not about Ascend to Hero. So nobody wants to watch it. I get it. Like some of you guys did. Thank you so much. Last sold $199.99. This thing's making a move right now, bro. This thing is making a move. And it looks like, man, if we just sell a couple of these, hold on. We got to get through all the play mats and all the bull crap people are listing. Oh my God. Yeah. The data is definitely getting skewed a little bit. So I'm trying to see. The first real seller is $207. Like the $200 wall is pretty much gone. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. Yeah, here it is. $207.50. That's before TCG fee, is pretty much the cheapest for a good quality seller. So I made a video on that, talking about that a little bit, how great the product is. Been saying that's a great product for quite some time, blah, blah, blah. Really low views, really low interest. So I'm noticing with my friends too, like the community is not very interested in anything except for Ascend to Heroes. It's fascinating because I get it. Perfect Order, maybe not the most exciting. But unless you're talking bad about Perfect Order, then you get a lot of views. Now, I don't like doing things only for views, of course. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not going to lie to you, of course, right? Like you're going to do things for views, right? Anybody who says they don't, they're lying. So you do like play into certain things, of course, right? Like it's fine. But yeah, Ascend to Heroes, man. Like, so that's my second video in a row that didn't do great. And I was like, it's because I didn't talk about Ascend to Heroes. So you got to talk about Ascend to Heroes. So that's why the title's here. Ascend to Heroes is the only Pokemon set the fans actually want. And that's all I'm asked about constantly, bro. Like, do you got any more Ascend to Heroes? You got any more Ascend to Heroes? Dude, you got more Ascend to Heroes? Can you get cases of Ascend to Heroes? Ascend to Heroes? Literally, bro. All day long. Like, constantly. Any Ascend to Heroes? Yes, I got tons of Ascend to Heroes. Look on the store. No. I want the ETB only. Well, dude, it's just nonstop Ascend to Heroes conversations. And like I said, I noticed with my friends, if it's not about Ascend to Heroes, their views have been down a lot as well. Oh, yo, my boy just bought the last case. Shout out to you, Arion. Are you here right now? Are you watching? He's a good dude, man. He's been supporting the channel in a major way. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. He was like one of my first whales. He used to scare the shit out of me. This dude bought so much stuff off my store. I made him video call me and prove to me that he had a LGS or like a store. I'm not gonna say what kind of store it was, but he kept saying he was spending like stupid money, like a lot of money, and it was the first time I had somebody spend over $1,000. This is like a couple months ago. And I was like, what are you doing with all this? Blah, 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 blah. Just curious, And he's like, oh, I have it for my store. So I said, okay, video call me, get to your store, call me. So he videoed me and he had a store and he had all the Pokemon everywhere. And I was like, okay, you're legit. All right, cool. I'm not going to check you anymore. When you order something, you're good to go in my book. So, hey, man, you got to be careful. There's a lot of scammers out here, bro. And he's not a scammer, so I confirm that. And type 33 in chat if you've ever received a phone call from me. I called multiple people today, multiple orders for over $500. I called a lot of people today. I'll tell you that. People putting in some whale orders. And like I said, I don't need to check my boy anymore. If he puts an order in, we're good. There's certain people now, like whales, that I've spoken to on the phone, and I just confirm, man. I'm making sure, you watch the channel, because if you don't, I get scared. I get scared of people scamming me. I would do Ascended to get in early. I mean, I think it's a fantastic set, bro. Like, I love it. I am confident you'll do $1 million in sales this year. Here's the thing. if you divide, here's the thing. I've been thinking about this too, which I don't think about it much, but I did think about the math here. Let's take $1 million divided by 365 days. That means on average, I would have to sell $2,739. Now, after speaking to Brian from Pokey&E about this subject, not $1 million in particular, it comes in waves, right? Like it comes in waves. It depends on a lot of things, like how your videos are performing. The better your videos do, or the quality of person, the more sales you get generally, unless you do advertisement. That's something different. But yeah, I would have to average $2,739 a day to hit $1 million in sales, which that's a lot. I can tell you this week we've been averaging like 5 or 6K a day, but I'm also getting, huge collections. The other day we did $13,900. That was in 24 hours. But again, it's kind of skewed the data. You know what I mean? Because you get this $16,000 collection, then you throw on some Ascended Heroes ETBs. Of course, you're going to sell that kind of money. So like to replicate that, you have to keep getting a bunch of things. I did get a piece of a collection. I'm not putting on the store until I get the full collection. Does anybody want to preview? I've already previewed with my my members from YouTube. If you're a member of my YouTube, join the Discord. Let one of the mods know. They'll verify. Not unless. You should link your Discord to YouTube, and you should be able to have access to the members chat. I'm still working that, but we are doing it manually if that doesn't work. And I give you a heads up of like when I'm launching stuff. So I did put a preview in there. It's been many hours, so I think I'll show you guys something very small of the collection that I got in today. Like I said, I'm not going to be putting it on the store until the entire collection comes. That way I can verify the guy's collection, get him paid. And then once he gets paid, we can discuss further, selling it. But I'm not going to sell it when I haven't even paid for it yet. You know what I mean? So here's a very small sample. There's another massive box coming. So you can see it came with one prismatic poster. It came with 2 build and battle decks. A lot of Sword and Shield in this collection, by the way. You can see Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, Paradox Rift booster box, 2 151 Japanese. Those things are over $300, bro. It's crazy. Palday and Fates 10. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Palday. That's some heavy hitters just there. And like I said, the rest of the collection hopefully comes tomorrow because it did not come today. How much you buying the $40,000 collection for? We're still talking numbers. Yeah. Well, I don't want to give out the details or anything until it's confirmed. But because I was working towards the $100,000 collection, and then the guy just stopped messaging me after like a month. So that was, I try not to get my head or try not to get my hopes up too much. The last guy bailed on me, so hopefully this guy doesn't bail on me. So, but that's what we're working towards. Like I said, we're going to sell the displays. Fuck it, I'm going to have to sell these SBCs. I got to get the funds up. Hold on. I have an SBC downstairs. If somebody wants it, it's discounted. It has like a little hole in the back, like not a little hole. It's about that big. About that big. It doesn't look, you can't even see it unless you look for it, but it is a hole. Let me see the condition on these. I think these are pretty nice. I got these from Rudy from Alpha Investments, actually. Believe it or not. Rudy from Alpha Investments sold me a case when I was a patron of his of these. At the time, they cost me $250 each, so I paid $1,000 for the sealed case. And he didn't double box it, and I didn't know that the SPC was going to come in a regular ass cardboard freaking box, and he put my shipping label on the side. So I'm like, okay, Rudy knows what the hell he's talking about. You know what I mean? This is Rudy from Alpha Investments. Of course, he's going to double box. Wrong. He put the sticker on the outside of my case and sent it to me. So I opened the top. And what do I see? I see SPCs. And I was like, what the fuck? No. So I look on the side of the other side of the box, and I see it says like Pokemon, Prismatic Evolution, blah, 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 or SP, whatever. And I was like, Rudy literally just sent me not a double box. So I was pissed. So I ruined the sealed premium. And anyways, so these are straight from Rudy from Alpha Investments. Be careful who you buy from, guys. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. Yeah, but I don't regret it because, hey, you know what? I only paid $250 each. So at the time, that was full market. But hey, looking back at it, what is market on those? They're really expensive. Prismatic SPC. Let me see. This is the go-to, man. So they're currently, I would not be cheap on these. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like these are the go-to product, man. This is gonna be one of the best products. Yeah, market's 331 last sold. Let's see the cheapest you can get right now. The cheapest you can get from a no-name seller, I'm seeing 340. Is there anything wrong with this one? Yeah, I would not be under 330. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't even buy it. Yeah, 0% guy. Fuck that. The first person you could trust is 350. 350, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't go a dime under 330, honestly. Hell no. Not for SPC. Like, yeah, sure, we might get a reprint, whatever. We'll have a little speed bump, but after that, like, it won't matter. And we don't even know if we'll actually get one, but it is possible. Let's see. How much you buying? Let's see. Good luck, man. People probably are nervous about selling. I have been getting reached out for so many collections this week, man. A lot of people are selling right now. A lot. Tons of people. And I love it. Good. But like I said, I say no to probably 9 out of 10 collections right now. There's just too much quality that I'm being offered for 80%. And a lot of people are asking 85. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not going to pay you 85 if I can buy a collection that's very similar for 80. You know what I mean? Like, no offense or anything. It's just, there's just too many collections out there right now being offered. I mean, what are you paying on $100,000 collection? Well, like I said, it didn't work out. It depends. Like, it depends. Not every collection is equal. You know what I mean? If you have 2-pack, 3-pack, loose packs, if you have packs, I already am not strong. I can tell you that right now. I have no interest in it. It sits on the store. It takes months to sell loose packs. It's people really not looking for that. Like, sure, you'll get the occasional buyer. Let's see. I have a ton of packs on my store that I've uploaded. Stuff like this, dude. I've had these for 2 months. I'm almost sold out, but it took 2 months to sell loose packs. Like I don't even buy loose packs anymore. Now, sleeve booster packs, they do sell a little better. But look, I got Lost Origin for market. It's just sitting. You know what I mean? These are sleeved. I don't know if that picture's sleeved. They are sleeved though. Maybe that picture's not sleeved. But packs sit, bro. Look at this. I got Stellar Crown. Market on this is $10 a pack because of the promo for Belly Bolt. I can't even sell them for $9. I think market on the cheaper one, I believe, is $8.50, and I can't sell them for $8. You know what I mean? Like, packs just sit, bro. These sorts of things. Look at this. Obsidian Flames going out of rotation this month. Nobody wants it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a bunch of stuff like that, I tell you, I'm not paying strong. If it's just going to sit for months on end and my money will be tied up in packs and like ancillary products, no, thank you. Now, I do pay stronger if it's pure booster boxes and ETBs. I will pay stronger. We can discuss that depending on the quality, depending on the set. Somewhere in the 80 to 83 is where I'd like to be. But if I have to get to 85 and it's really good quality, we can discuss that, but it would need to be shipped. Because if I had to pay shipping on top of that, after 85, that'd put me closer to 90. I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy a $100,000 collection, fill up this room, fill up my spare bedroom, and fill up the garage to profit $10K. Like, fuck no. You know what I mean? It's got to be worth my time too. It's a lot of work, right? The biggest collection we've had recently was that $16,000 one, and that was tons of work. So if we 5x that, that's 5 times the work I already put in, if not more. And I'm not going to do that for $10K. Absolutely not. That's way too much work. And risk too. More importantly, risk, chargebacks, USPS losing something. There's a lot of failure points there. Do you believe the Black Bolt White Flare is underrated? Oh, 100%. It's a fantastic set. I'm not saying it won't go down, but yeah, definitely, bro. Incredible set. Love that set. Canadian Costco getting prismatic SPCs next week. Never open one of those. Only have one. Yo, what's up, drunk? Didn't know until recently I can PM Rudy to buy stuff from him. Yeah, I tried to buy pallets off him. He wouldn't let me. Yeah, he wouldn't let me. If you're new, he's not gonna let you buy shit, bro. You'd be lucky if you could buy a case. Yeah, I tried to buy a lot of pallets off him that he was talking about on his videos. Like, this is like a year and a half ago. Year ago? I don't remember, but he was talking about Prismatic Evolution. Like, I can't buy this because I'd have to pay $100 and then charge you guys $110. And who's going to buy Prismatic Evolutions for $110? Market at the time was like $85, $90. I messaged Rudy. I said, Rudy, I will buy the entire pallet, sell it all to me, put 20% on top of it. I will pay you up front. So I said, I'll pay up front. I'll make sure you get a 20% premium, buy the entire pallet and sell it to me. Yeah, he said no because I was new. So I was like, okay. So unfortunately, if you're new, he's not going to work with you at all, man. Just full disclosure. You're probably going to have to be a Rudy Patreon for like years until he wants to work with you. But again, he might throw you a case or something, but he's not going to like, even if you pay up front, so there's zero risk, he still won't work with you just on principle. You think they sit because of your customer base? Maybe you aren't getting the right eyes on it. Your customer base are probably still investors. Probably not. Probably not. No, I don't think that's it because we rank really high on Shop, like really high. I think it's just not a top product, dude. Like people don't want 2-3 packs. They'll buy it, right? I sold out today on Ascended Heroes 3 packs. I actually take that back. I have 1 left. They do sell out, but it's an ancillary product, bro. Nobody's out there buying tons of 3 packs, tons of 2 packs, you know what I mean? Like they'll buy it, but it's like maybe they're picking up an ETB and then on the side they'll buy 2 of them. You know, it's not the go-to. And you have to understand, this is what I've learned with owning this business. Why would you buy products for your business that are barely going to move? This isn't an LGS, right? If I had an LGS, you walk in, you want to see some stuff. I get it. You need variety. In this market, you need to adapt. This market wants just a few things. They want booster boxes. They want ETBs. They want collection boxes. They like the large stuff too, which I don't like carrying because it's very expensive to ship. And then there's a couple things in between, but I'm telling you, in mass, those are the things people want. So I have learned my lesson from like 7 different collections of buying, you know, a third of it being packs and ancillary products, and I get burnt every time. It takes months to sell that garbage and you get stuck with it. So please, this is advice for all of you. At the top of the collection, it's going to look really good. If you look at somebody's collector or their list, if you look at the top 20%, the best of the best, you're going to get kind of blinded by that. Oh, I really need that Evolving Skies. I really want that Silver Tempest. Oh my God, he has 4 booster box from Sword and Shield, right? Don't get blinded by that. Don't even look. You can look at the top stuff. That's great. But look at the middle because that's going to be the bulk of it. And ultimately look at the bottom as well. The top sells itself. They'll be gone that same night, right? So out of a $10,000 collection, you'll make 2,000 back. That's great. Are you going to get screwed over on the other 8,000? That's what I'm saying, right? So you really got to focus on the middle and the bottom portion. If you can, this is just friendly advice to all of you. If you can just buy a collection that doesn't have any of that bottom stuff and only has the greatest stuff, like I'm looking at a collection now that's only good stuff. 100% of it is only good. There is no product there that's ancillary. There's no junk. These things are hard to find, but they do exist. And so that's where I'm kind of looking now. Like I said, thank you so much to everybody who reaches out. But 9 out of 10 collections, I'm saying no, thank you, just because, you know, it's just going to sit. And I will take those products, but it's got to be cheap. You know what I mean? Poke&E right now for ancillary products is paying 75%. I probably would match that. I probably would. Yeah, I really don't want them though. I'll take them if like you can't sell them. I will take them. I'll throw them on the store. They'll sit for 3 months. Fine. But it's not something I want. You know what I mean? I really don't want time and money up in that. Because who knows how long this bull run's going to be? Is it going to be another month? Is it 3 months? Is it a year? I genuinely don't know. So I don't want a lot of funds tied up in bullshit. That's the bottom line. Now, long term, maybe that'll change. But at the moment, my buy and sell list changes by the week. I'll drive up my collection to you. What do you got, Flex? What do you got for me, Flex? Are you the person I've been talking to? Hit me up on Instagram. I want to see if you're the same person. If you're serious, you know I'm serious. I don't play around. I will say Shopify is playing around right now with my damn money. These disrespectful dogs sent me $11. I swear on my kids. I could show you. I sold $21,000. Oh, yeah, $20,000 this weekend. And these cocksuckers, sorry for the language, they sent me $11 payout. $11. I said, what the hell? Where's my money? I got so many more collections coming in right now, bro. Like through the mail. Give me my money. Where's my damn money? Look, I'll show you, bro. Just for full transparency. Look, I don't got anything to hide. I'm the only YouTuber doing this. This is what they owe me right now. Well, I don't know if you can see it. 25,595 from this weekend. Okay, so look. Now April 7th gets good. But look at April 6th. Look at this disrespectful shit. That was today. They paid me $11. And the day before that, they disrespected me and paid me $115. And the day before that, they disrespected me with $272. $11? I sold $25,000 and you paid me $11? I got people's collection. You know what I'm saying? Usually Shopify is really fast. It might be because of Easter, so I'm going to cut them some slack. But usually they pay me in like 3 days. Like they're pretty good. 3 days, they're pretty spot on. $11? That shit hit my account. I said, the fuck I do with this? How did you? I want to know how the system possibly calculated my payout to be $11. I'm just curious. Like, how could that have even possibly happened? In the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've had a single day under like $300 to $500. That's like worst case scenario. I'm trying to figure out how $11, like the disrespect, just don't pay me. Just skip that day, pay me the next day. Talk about disrespect, bro. Just did my first $1,000 sale on Marketplace. Went good. Thanks for your tips. Awesome, bro. Congrats. I'm going to have to remember that for when I get paid in a couple weeks. Hi, DJ. What's your prediction on the Mega UPC for the next 5 years? I actually did a video on that today. I think it's going to be phenomenal. It's a great product. You need to understand. The pack value alone, it is 18 packs. Now, the same way that people right now look at Sword and Shield out of print, if you could get like, you know, the Charizard UPC, or well, maybe Charizard UPC is a bad example, a variation of 18 packs from Sword and Shield, would you be hyped for that? You probably would. You probably would, right? It probably has some Evolving Skies. It probably have, I don't know, some Brilliant Stars. It probably have a Junker like Journey Together has. It, you know, like an Astral Radiance, but then it also have Fusion Strike. That's basically what this Mega UPC has. It is just on pack value alone is crazy value. 18 packs. I've opened just one of these with the kids. Amazing. It is so much value just in packs. Okay, we're talking when it goes out of print. That's what you asked me. Is that a print? That is a crazy opening party. Okay, but it gets better. Not only do you get one, but you get two promos. By the way, one of them is a Charizard. Hello. And the Oricorio. Hello. And you get a dope-ass playmat, which, by the way, I think is selling for $20 by itself. Maybe on the low end 15, maybe on the high end 25. We'll average it to 20. How is this not an obvious play? This is like one of the most obvious plays ever. Maybe not at 200, but like I've been saying it since the shit was $130. You know, it obviously as time goes on, it gets more expensive. It becomes a little less of a good play. 18 packs. Let me look up. We're not even going to look at, you know, the types of packs and what they go for. That's going to take too long. 200 divided by 18. At the moment, because the price has gone up, that is $11 a pack. Do you not think that 5 years from now, that Destined Rival pack is going to be let's talk about what's in there. Destined Rivals, S tier product. Phantasmal Flames. People say it's S tier. It's probably like A tier to me because it's only one card, but that card's like generational, right? So fine, we'll say A+, right? Mega Base, pretty good. Mega Base is good. Mega Base is like a good B, maybe even a B+, but I'd say B personally. Tomato on that one. Okay, so 3 outstanding sets. Then you got Journey Together, which I think is going to go down as an incredible set long term. I think it's one of the best. It just keeps getting reprinted. It's a fantastic set from Scarlet and Violet. And then you get Journey Together, and, you know, not great. But 18 of those suckers? Wow. Talk about 5 years from now, incredible product. And then you get the Charizard, then you get the Oricorio, then you get the playmat. It's a no-brainer product, bro. And people love the UPC in general. People just love UPCs. They love SPCs. They love whatever, like these collectible items. It's so many packs. It's way more than ETB. And it's mixed. Now, I get it. At the moment, you need to think about the future, not right now. In the moment, you go, well, you know, I could go get Journey Together. Yeah, you can. You know, I could go get Destined Rivals. You can go get those packs. You can get all those packs. You can go get Phantasmal Flame. Yes, you can do all those things. But you need to think outside the box. It's not about right now if you're investing. If you're churn and burning, that's different. But if you're investing, what are people going to think 5 years from now? It is so freaking obvious. Look at any other UPC, SPC. Look at any of them. This is a no-brainer. Yes, it could be incredible. I don't need, what else do I need to say on it? And full disclosure, I'm not trying to sell you any. I took them all off the site because I gave people like a month or two to buy them. So I took them all off the site. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just full disclosure. I took them off the site. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done selling them. It's just time. I definitely made all my money back. I probably have like, in my personal collection, I probably have like 5 or 6 that are pretty nice. I think we have 4 or 5 left that are ugly. So I probably will just move those to storage. I don't know. Maybe the uglier ones, maybe when the price goes up, I'll sell them. But right now I'm not trying to sell them. Well, I don't know. We'll see longer to midterm on that. If the guy is serious about the 40,000, I might have to end up selling them for market. But we'll see. How do you protect your ETBs to keep them from accidental rips when moving them around? Great question. That's a fantastic question. So I don't know if you can see this. I always use bubble wrap on the bottom, and I don't really stack mine too high. Okay, I don't. These are acrylics. If they're expensive, you can use Logan's PokeShip. Use code DJ. It's the cheapest all around. By the way, I haven't even told you guys what I'm working on, have I? It's big news. It's big news. Ooh, I'll tell you what. We got 140 viewers in here. How many likes do we got? How many likes we got? Let me see. Let me see if I'm going to tell you. I might not tell you. It's a little early to tell you. We've got 29 likes. I'm not telling you guys anything. Kiss my ass. Honestly. Suck it from the back. Suck it from the back. 29 likes. Talk about disrespect. Anyways, so I put bubble wrap on the bottom. And then if they're like not acrylic, I put a thin layer of bubble wrap in between them as well. These displays have a thick amount of bubble wrap under them. And I always protect my stuff. You can't really see it. I'll either get a piece of foam or I'll get something like, you know what I'm saying? Like to protect the bubble wrap. You can't see it on the camera or anything, but yeah, always do that. And when I had 150 ETBs in there, like the prismatic, yeah, bubble wrap on the bottom, on top of the first row, all bubble wrap. The second row for the third, bubble wrap. You got to. Yeah. Oh, my man, Citrus supporting the channel. He says, love the content. Thank you. Make sure you guys hit a heart on his comment there. Thank you very much, my friend. Hello, now it went to 28. Did it? Let me see. That's disrespectful, bro. That's not even like, is that even 25%? That's not even 20. Okay, now we're up to 49. All right, I'll tell you what. Since you guys aren't doing the like thing, that's fine. Y'all are disrespecting me. That's fine. If we got 142 people, bro, this is big news. So I'm not going to do it for anything under. I didn't even plan on telling you, but you guys got me going. I'm feeling good on my Coca-Cola. I had a nap. We packed all the orders. We made a video today. I'm feeling strong. I hung out with the kids, my daughter for the first day. Can I get 22s for my daughter, please? Let's take a moment, not of silence, but of appreciation. She learned for the first time to ride her bike without training wheels. I was packing orders. She said, Appa, Appa, Appa. Appa means dad in Korean. Appa, Appa, I can ride my bike without the training wheels. And so I ran outside and I filmed a little bit and I was like, that's awesome. You know, that was beautiful. That was a great moment. That was awesome, man. That was really cool. So, still needs to work, a little bit on the handling, but we'll get there. It was great. It was a beautiful thing. DJ, are you going to list the SPC on your website? Which one do you want? Do you want the one with the little tear? I'll give you a pretty good discount on that one. We'll drop it $25. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. The SPC is gonna boom. Like the prismatic, it's one of the best sets from Scarlet and Violet, if not the best. I'm sorry, I'd have to ask Market on the good ones. Are you Korean? That's funny. Do I look Korean to you? No, I can read Korean. I don't always know what I'm reading, but I can read Korean. I lived in Korea for 7 years. Do I look Korean to you? No, I'm half Puerto Rican and half white. Oh my God. A PSU just made a crazy sound. DJ, do you plan on selling sealed displays in the future? That's so funny you say that. It is so funny you say that. I just bought a sealed case of the okay, so I have this sealed case of the tins, but it's not the display. And then I just ordered, I'm hoping it's a master case, not this one. If you guys want this, you have to buy, I don't even charge a premium for this, full disclosure. You literally just have to buy 40 Ascended Heroes tins, and I'll send you a sealed case. Zero premium. But yes, I just ordered, I want to say it's a master case, but don't quote me. I just ordered a bunch of the sealed display tins. So it's not this one. This is not the sealed display tin. When you open this case, it's just 40 tins, 80 packs of Ascended Heroes. You and your friends would have a great time. That's what that's for. But no, I just ordered a case of the display. I paid full market, full disclosure. I can even show you if you want. I'm very transparent. I didn't get a penny under market. So I had to pay 100% of market. I can show you. So I really do what I say. Like, I don't just lie to you. Oh, you guys might want to pay market. I literally do that. That's the only way to get product. By the time it ships to me, not always, this is very risky, and I'm not saying you should do this, but I'm just saying this is what I do. By the time it ships to me, it's usually appreciated 10, 15%. I can then sell it and make a little bit of margin, right? Oh, that has my real name. Ooh, I wouldn't want. Ooh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I can't show you. I paid $818.64. So yeah, it's full market, 100% market. So hopefully by the time it gets to me, it's good. All right. How many likes? 49 likes. Disrespectful out here, man. Disrespectful. 63. Okay. So somebody approached me. Nah. 63 is not enough. I'm not going to tell you. Doesn't matter. Let's continue on with the stream. Doesn't matter which one. You tell me, do you want the discounted one or do you want the full price one? I'm looking to buy it right now, the Prismatic SBC, as soon as possible. I'm not sure if you can list that. Do you want one or two? Do you want one or two? Doesn't matter which one. You want a discounted one, or I need to know what you want. I can list it, but I need to know if you want a good one or two good ones, or I have 3 total for sale. I have a really nice one. Until you look at the back, there's a hole about, kind of shaped like a football, like that big, like that big. It's the shape of a football. You can't really see it until you look at it. You got it. It's like blended in with the font really nice. You want the discounted one. All right. Give me a moment, chat. One moment. Product SPC. Do not buy this unless you want a discounted SPC. It's B grade. It's really not B grade, let's be honest, but it does have a little hole in the back. So I'm going to write in the title, B grade has tear on back. If somebody still buys that and is like, I didn't know, you're an idiot. All right. We'll do, you said Marcus 330. I'll do $299.99 for you, buddy. Do $299.99. Cool. Give you $30 off for the tear. I just picked that up in a collection, so I think I paid like $290. So I don't really make any money on it. I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Boom. I paid 85% on that. So there you go, buddy. Good luck to you. That's B grade. Be careful. All right. Anyways, let's get through some of the chat here. We got 146 viewers. I think on our own, our record is 181. That was with Dan, though. On our own, without a host, was it 151? I think 151 is our record. So shout out to all of you, man. How many of y'all are in the Discord? Who's been liking the Discord? At the moment, it's free. It's a work in progress. You guys know, I'm telling you, I'm such a busy person, man. So freaking busy. I'm not sitting there like, oh, how can I improve the Discord? Like, I'm busy from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. And every now and then I'll just tweak something in the Discord. Oh, that didn't work. I'll try to fix it. But, I'm not just sitting there fixing the Discord. But we're trying to make it better. We're trying to make it a safe place. We're trying to make it fun. It's one of the few Discords that are free, actually, I think. The only thing, and you don't have to do it, but like I said, if you are a YouTube member, you get to go in the member chat and I give you a little heads up before things launch. So That's about it. I give you a preview, like, hey, I'm about to throw these on the site. Heads up. Cash out Poppy, my man. I want to see somebody use the new emotes. Nobody's using the emotes, man. Why do I even add these emotes? Y'all don't even use them. This picture here with my head on my head, or my hand on my head, is back when I was super young and I was on DJ Wars 22 doing Diablo videos. I found like an amazing, let's see if I can get you a bigger version. I found an amazing item, like super rare item in Diablo 2. And I was like, like that. And somebody actually took a picture of me and then sent it to me. And they were like, yo, this is crazy. You got to use it for an emote. So it became like really famous on my YouTube channel back in the day. It was like legendary, like some crazy shit, bro, in Diablo 2. Like everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe you found that. Like it was pretty wild, man. Yeah, I can't make it bigger. I don't know. Whatever. I tried. Oh yeah. So what you guys got for me? What questions you got? What thoughts you got? We just broke our new record. 152 viewers concurrent without host. Wow. I'm thankful for all of you, man. Yo, is that my boy Pokey Eddie? I genuinely question the success of business owners who have multiple hours per week to obsess over their discords. Pokey Eddie, I'm sure he knows this. He even works harder than me. Way harder than me, I'm sure. Dude, I am so fucking busy, bro. Like, I'm beyond busy, man. It's just crazy, you know, all the excuses people will say and like, you know, I can't do that. Or, you know, I've had a couple of consulting calls, which again, I don't really like to do. I'll do them if it's really, you know, if you got everything worked out and all your questions and your ideas, I'll do them. But most people, man, they're like, I'm working so hard on my YouTube. Shout out to my boy Brian, by the way. Working hard on my YouTube. I'm like, word? How many videos you doing? I'm doing like one a week. No. I'm probably up at the 2, but I'm really busy. And I'm like, oh, you're busy. I said, how many hours you work? They're like 40. I said, brother, I work minimum at my job, minimum 60 hours, Monday through Friday. That's 12 hours, minimum. Maximum's like 70, 75. Oh, I can't, you know, I said, bro, I almost work twice as much as you at a job. Almost. And I pack all these fucking orders. And I'm hanging out with my kids. And we're doing YouTube videos. And we're doing daily live streams. I don't understand where the disconnect is. A lot of people lie to themselves, man. You know what it is? They're probably watching, you know, I watch YouTube all day. You guys know that. If you're watching somebody's live stream, you'll see me there. But I'm not watching. I'm like more listening. You know what I'm saying? My ears there, and I might type something real quick. I always have YouTube on 24/7, bro. 24/7. I'm always listening to somebody. I'm going to show you. Like, what's your excuse, man? I want to know. This was our Saturday orders. What is the excuse? What is the excuse that I don't have enough time in the day? We all got the same 24. All right. Here is me on Easter Day. So this was the day after that big sale. These are all different. This is not the same set. Literally a whole new batch. You know what I'm saying? Then today, let me see if I took a picture of today's. I don't know if I did. I was busy today. No, I didn't take a picture of today's. Today was just Biggest Saturday. I'm saying, I'm just trying to figure out. People got all these damn excuses. And look, I'm going to give you the honest truth. If you don't have enough time, you need to make that time. You need to make sacrifices. That's what it comes down to. Now, that's the hard truth. And I don't think everybody should make sacrifices. You need to be sure that's something you want to do. But if you decide that you do want to do them, you have a couple options here. One, lose sleep. That's what I do. I don't recommend losing sleep. It sucks. It is awful. I don't like doing that. I try not to do that too bad. I do sleep about 5.5 to 6 hours a day. I would love to up that to 7, but you got to get rid of something, right? Okay. The next thing, unfortunately, you are going to have to get rid of some family time. It is what it is. You're going to have to. Like, it sucks. It does. It sucks. So, but again, you don't have to do these things. But I'm just saying, if you really want to do it, you're going to have to sacrifice. That's probably your two biggest one. The third one is probably most people's problem, though. You can either do all these things, you can do some of them, or you can do 2 of them, and only, you know, you don't have to skip on one of them. I'm telling you, the third one's probably the biggest flaw for most people is their hobbies. The hobbies are going to kill you. If you want to sit there and watch Netflix, you want to get drunk, smoke weed with your boys, or whatever, work on my car. You got to get rid of some of this stuff, man. This stuff's got to go. You know what I mean? Like, you got to focus. You got to be focused. You got to make this shit consume your life. That's the only way, man. Because let me tell you why. I'm going to give you advice. I'm not trying to be mean. I promise you, I'm trying to help your YouTube channel grow here. You know who's not taking a break? Who's somebody that's not taking a break? Whose foot is not off the gas? Nostalgianomics' foot's not off the gas at all. Now, to be fair, he doesn't have a job that helps, but roll with it. The algorithm doesn't give a shit that you have a job. Have you ever considered that? The algorithm doesn't care that Nostalgianomics can work from home and your life is sad. Boo-hoo. Oh, I have to go to a job and my boss. Algorithm doesn't care. You understand? So you're up against not just Nostalgianomics, you're up against all these other people who are uploading daily. People who are going Rudy's not really competition. He's in his own world, own algorithm. He can make any video about anything. He's concreted himself. But I'm saying there's going to be 20 other YouTubers that are going to make daily content in your place that still have shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So once you get into the algorithm, there is no stop. That's what you need to understand. You can never take your foot off the gas. Well, shout out to my boy Brian. He's taking 6 weeks off. Can't wait for your return. Hey, for babies, you can stop. I get it, But the algorithm don't care. The algorithm's not trying to hear that shit. What is your upload frequency? I think it used to be more important to have quality. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it used to be. But these days, I think it's quantity, man. I do. Maybe some other people respectfully disagree. In my opinion, it's quantity. What can you pump out? You know what I'm saying? I made a video today during my lunch. Came home, packed orders, popped out the phone. Couldn't do a high quality video, just like I have been for the last couple weeks, at least a month. And I just talked for 15 minutes and turned the camera off and finished the orders. Brought it to the UPS. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Back to work. You know what I mean? You just got to keep pumping them out. There is no stop. You can't pump out videos for a month and then think you're going to take a week off or slow it down for a week. No. That gas pedal can never come off. You understand? Because as soon as you do, algorithm will punish you a little bit, unless you've concreted your audience. I'm sure when PokeNE returns, it's going to be great. But especially if you're new, my size is very small. I'm a brand new YouTuber. We just started this channel, right? So we can't afford to take the foot off the gas. You just got to keep pushing. Kind of like a car, but if Jason had a car and he was chasing you, maybe not a good analogy. Okay, Jason's chasing you in a movie, and if you ever stop running, he's going to get your ass. If you trip over that piece of wood, which is like taking a break to hang out with the boys, that's it. Jason can come out there, slash, motherfucker. Should have paid your rent on time, sucker. You know what I mean? So the algorithm don't care about that. Question: which would you sell if you had to sell one? Ascended Heroes PC ETB, Prismatic SPC, Prismatic Bundles, or DR Booster Box? Ooh, God. Man, these are all S tier. Oh, God, please don't take what I'm saying as your decision, please. God, I wouldn't sell any of those, to be honest with you. But if I had to, DR Booster Box, because it's at 600, and I feel like unless you recently bought it, you're up so much money that you're killing the game, right? You probably 5x your money already or something. I would say the same thing with Ascended Heroes. However, it's a Pokemon Center. So the Pokemon Center has done stupid numbers, to be honest. I would argue it's probably smarter to sell the Pokemon Center and then just buy regular ETBs, because the regular ETBs haven't really rallied that much. If you look at it, let's look at Ascended Heroes. Ascended Heroes ETB TCG. Okay. And dude, I could be wrong on this. This is just what my gut tells me. I would not be greedy. I would take the gains on the Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center, and then I'd be buying regular. Because look at this. How much has this really gone up, bro? It hasn't gone up that much. 22%. Okay. 22% in a month. That's good. TCG, Ascended Heroes ETB Pokemon Center, though, is a completely different story. in 1 month or 45 days, whatever the hell it is, brother, you're what? Only 25%. That's cap. That's cap. This shit costs $60. Okay. This data is skewed. This data is skewed. Keep this in mind. It went from $60 because that's what you paid for it to $400 in like 45 days. So ignore this percentage up here. That's way off. Okay. That's way off. You went from $60 to $400 in the matter of like 45 days. Yeah, personally, if it's me, I'm selling that. I'm taking my 8x gain. I'm putting it into this, which is barely up. You know, in comparison, wow, this just moved up. Holy shit. Market is now 138. Last sold 136. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that's just me though. I could be completely wrong with that. Full disclosure. Because they're going to keep printing the ETB. They're not going to keep printing the Pokemon Center. So I could be wrong with that. My choice would not change. I would still sell the DR booster box. My number 2 would be Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center, which I don't feel good about saying because I love that. And I love Prismatic SPC. I'm definitely not selling the Prismatic SPC. And I'm 100% not selling the Prismatic bundle. I would not want to sell any of these 4, but you asked me. But yeah, DR just because you're up so much. But God, it's such a good set, you know? And another reason, too, to answer your question deeper, the DR booster box at $600, it's fantastic. Best booster box by far, Scarlet and Violet. Long term, you'll be great. But it's going to take a while for it to 2x, I would assume. And 1200 is a 2x, right? However, Ascended Heroes, Prismatic, it doing a 2x only takes $600. You know, $800 for the Pokemon Center on Ascended. It's a lot easier to do. And the gains are larger, I think, percentage-wise. But either way, don't take my advice. Do what you think's best. The stocking up with AH when it restocks, the best investment long term. If it's me, I want exposure to Ascended Heroes 100%. That being said, I like Prismatic more. I know everybody's going to boo me. Boo! But Prismatic is already 1 year and like 4 months into its print cycle. We just got a major reprint here. And honestly, it hasn't affected the price that much. Like 20%. We'll recover any day now. I know Distro's getting all their cases. I got 3 coming in. I don't have Distro. Full disclosure. But I'm buying off a guy who does for market. So it's not a good deal, but whatever. I like the Prismatic play more. If I had to pick. But I love both. I love both. But in the short to midterm, I like Prismatic a little more. Because it's going to rotate out next April. And that's it. So the news for like, Prismatic, we'll never get it again, should be happening pretty soon, right? Like, you're not going to hear that for Ascended Heroes until like 2029, I think. I think it's 2029, right, chat? Like, it's going to be a really long time till you hear that conversation. Either way, they're both great. Got a case of Prismatic ETBs for $1,500. Wow, that is cheap. How'd you get them so cheap? Is it sealed? Wow, is it market like 2,200? Let me see. Prismatic ETB case. That is a steal. Wow. Who would sell that to you? That's crazy. What an idiot. Market price is $2,124. Last sold 1870. That's open though. So it's not really 1870 last sold. I hate that TCG allows this. This should not be allowed. There should be a subsection that you click it, like a drop down that says open case or Japanese or some shit. The last sale is not 1870. Ignore that. Look at this. This guy's asking $1,950 for an open case. The first somewhat reputable seller is this guy for $1,966. And then there's only 5 of those. Let's see, 6, 7, 9-ish. Yeah, you can count these ones. The paywall's at 2,000 a little bit. Those get bought through pretty easily. What idiot would sell that? What a dumbass. Good for you, buddy. What an idiot. I guarantee you with a capital G, if I put my Prismatic ETB case on my store right now for $19.99, I'll be gone. Gone right now. Who would sell it for so cheap? Good for you, buddy. I've been great. Thank you so much, Pokeball. Huge buyout could double the AH Pokemon Center again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could, anybody come in and buy this stuff up and make it, right? Make it go up. A lot of people in here. Let's get a poll on how many people are new to Pokemon. Sure, buddy. I'm not going to do a bunch of polls tonight, but that's not a bad idea. How about this? I'm going to do you one better. How long have you been in Pokemon? I'm new still. So Don't ever be ashamed to be new. Nothing wrong with being new. I was involved in Pokemon in the beginning, but we're not going to count that. How new are you to Pokemon? Let's do under 1 year, 1 to 3 years. I think those are kind of like the same. Let's do 3 to 5 years. Oh, I only get 4 options plus. No, you know what? We're going to do 5 years plus. All right, because we only have 4 options, unfortunately. Let's see. That's an interesting question. Got a case for $1,400 Canadian. Wow, that's like $2 in American money. Holy shit. Yeah, because that's Monopoly money, man. Holy crap. Let me see. 400 Canadian to USD. That's recently? That's $1,000 USD. Wow. That's actually insane. What idiot would sell that? Did you know that it cost $900 to $1,000? This batch from most people's distros? I've talked to a lot of people about it. Anon said his cost 90, 95, I forget. 90 or 95. So they're selling to you at cost. You have to know a guy for that price. He just likes you. What a dummy. You better throw him a steak dinner, bro. My best guess would be GameStop. Well, I don't think GameStop has sealed ones though, right? Because Pokeblab, I was watching his video. He got an open case, which is cool. Maybe get 10 HEBs at GameStop. Hey, maybe. The live viewership you're getting is nutty, man. Pretty sick. Well, thank you, Trav. Keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you guys subscribe to Trav. He's always doing a rip and chip, man. I always see him live. He's doing his thing. This for investing is what for investing. What do you guys think about the first partner series? Love it. Fantastic. Awesome. There's no way that price is going down. I would almost guarantee it because Dan and other people like Dan, Wales, Dan is paying 90% preferred, but he will go as high as 92% per box. It can't go down. There's just too many people paying basically full market for it. Leading up to the 30th, once we get partner 2, I think it's going to keep partner 1 or first partner still relevant. Is there going to be a third partner? Really don't know. Maybe after 30th it goes down. Hard to say. Or it continues to rally. Maybe this is limited. Maybe we'll never get more. Really don't know. I would imagine this is part of the 30th. And, I would think my gut would tell me this is part of the 30th and it's part of the big event leading into it, just like the Pikachu that nobody wants. You can't sell those to save your life. Long term, that 30th Pokemon card, that promo, the one with the Phantasmal Flames and the Mega Base, I think that'll do decent. Definitely not first partner numbers, but decent. I can't sell them to save my life for like $27. Fast forward down the line, just because it says 30th, it's going to 2x, no problem. But who knows how long until that happens. Get a goddamn shirt on. When it's all said and done, Ascended, you do have no homo, you do have a good body, but a good physique, but I ain't trying to show that to the kids. Kids don't watch me. When it's all said and done, Ascended Hero is going to be worth way more long-term, just a better set. Okay. So I do think it's the more complete set. Probably arguably is the better set. Not going to lie. However, what is the God Pack value going to be? That's what's going to matter. Okay. I'm not sure of that. I can tell you right now, the God Pack value is worth 4 to 5K right now in Prismatic. It's not in Ascended. Now, long term, which one's going to win? I think that will be the more valuable box. 5 years from now, you're going to see that Prismatic sitting on the wall. And you're going to be like, oh my God, who knows what a God Pack is going to be worth 5 years from now? Is it $10,000? Is it $20,000? I really don't know. But that value is going to really hold, knowing that you could open and potentially get, there's very few things that you can open and say, wow, I'm going to get my monies back. Think about what I just said. How many sets, think about it, that are out of print that you could open right now and actually make your money back? Name them. I want to hear them. You can pull a Charizard, first edition, and it's very unlikely that it's going to 10, and it's very unlikely you're going to make your money back. I think those are like 250K. Okay, then we can fast forward even more. There's very few boxes. 151? Absolutely not. The best thing you're going to pull is a Charizard. You're going to absolutely lose money. Absolutely lose money on anything 151. Destined Rivals. You're not going to pull the Mewtwo and make your money back 5 years from now. Hell no. Evolving Skies. Very unlikely you're going to make your money back. Prismatic Evolution is already worth 4 to 5K. That ETB more than likely is not going to 4 to 5K in 5 years. That seems very unrealistic. But the God Pack at that time is going to be worth 10K. It's going to be the set that you can rip at any moment and not waste your money. And not only not waste your money, not even just break even, but go buy a car. You see that right there? That for me is why I'm like, Prismatic. But I do think Ascended Hero is a better set. All right, the poll here. We're going to end it. I'm surprised by this. Wow. This is great. So under 1 year, that is not me anymore. Woohoo. 20% of you, welcome. 1 to 3 years, that is me now. We broke a year a couple months ago, actually. 30%. And 5 years plus is half of you. Wow. Wow, most of you guys been around for a while. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, are you paying attention to 151? Are you riding out? I'm no longer buying 151 at the moment. Not saying I won't ever buy it. It's a very slow mover right now. It's not doing anything. Now, to be fair, that's a good time to buy. You don't want to buy when it's moving up, when everybody's talking about it. But they won't. They will buy the 151 products again. Volume's a little slow. They will buy it again once it goes up another 10%. Then everybody's going to chase the tail, right? They're going to want it. But at the moment, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's thinking about it. It's just sitting at market right now on my store and other people's stores. And nobody's really talking about it anymore. But they will. Don't worry. They will. When the price goes up, they'll chase it and then it'll sell out. That's how it always goes. But when it's easy to grab, nobody wants it. Same story, different day. But the people want Ascended Heroes right now. That's all they want. I voted wrong. I meant to hit 5 years plus. You get more money back pretty easily on Ascended Heroes. So many big hits, at least with current value. Yes. Yeah. So like for a pack, yes, sure. A pack, but I'm talking about, long term, you're probably not going to open up 9 packs to make your money back on Ascended Heroes. Same thing with 151. Same thing with all these things that rally thousands of dollars or whatever, right? You don't really open it and get your money back most of the time. There's very few sets that you're going to open and get your money back potentially. Remember when I said Pikachu would become number 2 in AH, DJ? I don't remember you personally saying that, but I remember somebody saying that, so maybe it was you. Gambler's Premium on Prismatic and AH is going to stay sky high. Either way, I don't know what's going to be the better set. Like I said, in my opinion, I will admit Ascended Heroes is the better overall set. It doesn't mean it's going to be the most valuable. That is the question. I don't know. We don't know. None of us know. So I think, why gamble it? Why risk it? Why not just have exposure to both? Don't try to tell the future. Don't try to predict the future. Let's, just buy both. Fuck it. I can think of plenty sets you can make money on. Okay. Name them. Back off one pool, but the chance are not likely. Name them. Hidden Fates is about even. Yeah. We ain't trying to break even. We're trying to buy a Lambo. It's already way better than the best possible pool from Evo. Where's your ranking of sealed product between these sets? Booster Bundle, UPC, ETB, Booster Bundle, Display, PK, Pokemon Center, Sleeve Pack. Sleeve Pack's at the very bottom, then Tinned at the very bottom. I'm not even worried about that garbage. Collection Box. Ooh, these are good. Depends on the set. Why is there no booster box? So we're only doing specialty sets then? Long term? Oh, I really need to know more information. Depends on the set. Probably UPC for me or SPC. Either one. Depending on the set. Pokemon Center. Booster Bundle Display. ETB. Booster Bundle. And I don't care about Sleep Pack and Tin. Those are for fun. If I have another bite, I'll pop. Prismatic or Ascended? I feel like I just discussed that. I like Prismatic more on a personal level, but I'm man enough to say it's probably not the better set overall. But we still have hope because of that God Pack. We'll see. I could be right in the end. True, I spoke with Distro. The cost is way more than when they came out. Yep. But some people are saying $90. Some people are saying 100. However, depending on which distro you have, depending on your size, you also had to buy a package. So like $1,000 of, I'm not going to say which item because then it might disclose, which one, but you had to buy $1,000 of, I'll make up something, a battle deck, right? Like some type of item as well. So it seems like you're getting prismatic for $1,000, but are you really? Because you also have to spend. It comes like as a bundle, right? So um, keep that in mind. Prismatic ETB case or prismatic SPC case? ETB case for sure, for sure. I love both though, but I'd rather have 10 than 4. That's a big difference. You know, if you said 10 SPCs or 10 ETBs, give me the SPCs, but 10 to 4 is not really fair. That's more than double the product. That's actually 2.5 times the product. It's not really a fair comparison. I bet the people who sold off Fusion at $200 after buying at $80 feel really bad. I'm sure they do. Most people will never hit a prismatic God pack either. Hey, buddy, I've never hit one. I've opened up thousands and thousands of dollars, like not like 3,000, like probably closer to like $7,000-8,000 worth of prismatic, maybe more. I don't know. Never hit a God pack. Got all the evolutions except for Espeon, and I don't think we hit Vaporeon, but definitely not worth it. Yeah, not at all. But who cares? It's the Gambler's Premium. It's the shiny object. It's the chance. Eevee is better than Gengar. Ooh, so I'd probably say Gengar's better than Eevee. I would definitely say 100% though Umbreon is better than Gengar, without a doubt. Most of the evolutions, in my opinion, are better than Gengar. Not all, most. But I'm also biased. But I don't know if I'd say Eevee. I don't think I'd say Eevee. Eevee's just the base. But Eevee's pretty dope. Eevee's pretty dope. I like both. Gengar's cool too, but he's not one of my favorites. Everybody loves Gengar. It's cool, but I don't remember that many people liking it when I was a kid. So imagine Pika surpassing Mega Gengar. I mean, the Pika's cool. I don't think it's that cool. I would actually say probably the Gengar's better. Love your stream. I love you. Thank you. Depends on collection box. Crown Zenith and a few Japanese set without grading. I'm not sure what the context was on that. Fusion Strike in a 10, almost ungraded. Is the problem distro then if they are overcharging? I'm not going to comment on if they're overcharging or not. Listen, guys, like I don't know all the details. I don't even have distro. I'm not qualified to comment on this. I will say, if they say, "Do you want to buy this?" The answer is yes. There is no right. Who knows? Maybe Pokemon's charging them more. Maybe they just need to make up for. There's a lot that goes on that you and I wouldn't know about. Well, I kind of have an idea, but right. But whatever, I don't know or whatever. But there's way more to it. It's not like, oh, here, just get this Pokemon product, go sell this and print a bunch of money. There's way more to it. You got to scratch each other back, right? They need those battle decks sold. They need, depending on the distro, they might need you to buy, I don't know, Magic or Cookie Cutter or something else, right? So it's not like, oh, I just buy the best set and that's awesome and print all this money. No, there's a lot more to it. So I get why they might want to charge more. You know what I mean? Because they had to make up for all the not so great stuff as well. So, but bottom line, if they ask you, the answer is yes. Just say yes every time. Southern Hobby is the distributor that made you buy 2K in supplies. Oh, motherfucker! I'm telling you, this guy, anonymity, man. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. Hey, you do what you want. I didn't say anything. To 2K in supplies to be able to order the ETB cases of Prismatic for $460 and a case of Booster Bundle at normal wholesale cost. Gengar tax is real. True. Maybe 151 will move after this on April 10th when Perfect Order becomes legal for in-person tournaments. All Pokemon cards with a G regulation mark will rotate out. Is it April 10th? I knew it was in April. Wow, is that 4 days away? Wow. It could just be sell the rumor or buy the rumor, sell the news. Chat, we have officially hit 161 viewers. That is our new record. I want to just say thank you to all of you. This channel has really done phenomenal. And I would not be able to do any of this without you. Please join the Discord. It is 100% free at the moment. Not forever. At the moment. And I did add a special chat for the YouTube members from YouTube just to say thank you to all of you. I'll give you a little bit of a heads up when product comes out. Before it comes out. If an AH ETB is 120, then 240 isn't bad for a PC at all. Okay, but unfortunately, it is $400 now, and I think it might have even broken $400. So I don't know. We can't even discuss that, right? Just isn't overcharging for the fact of the matter. is that packs are worth more than $5 when you have potential to get $1,000. I have distro. Distro charges more after the initial release wave. Yeah, true. But hey, the answer is yes. Just buy it. Doesn't matter, right? They ask question, you say yes, absolutely. How do we protect ourselves on eBay as sellers? I don't do much on eBay. I recently sold some 2008 packs that weren't selling on my store. I do have 2 left that are significantly under market. For whatever reason, I guess I just don't have the clientele. I threw 4 of them on eBay, about $50 under market, and they sold out instantly. So on my store, I can't sell them to save my life for like $320, $330. Diamond and Pearl, 2008, for like $320. Like I said, I put them on eBay for $420. Sold out like that. No promotion, no nothing. It was just too undervalued. So it's just weird. Like the benefit of eBay, like you can sell stuff, the high dollar stuff. Even after fees, I made like probably $50 more than I could have on my store. How do you not get scammed? I mean, I think there's a way. I did this a long time ago on my account. I've had an eBay account for like 20 years. So, don't quote me. I don't remember, but there's a way to block like new people, like new accounts or something. But look into that. I can tell you from my LCS in Canada, I've seen my LCS distro prices. They are charging up the butt, almost market price to small shops. Yeah, I believe it. You told me to name some sets you can make your money back off one pull. Crown Zenith was one example. Oh, I'm sorry. I really want to open some Crown Zenith, man. It sucks to keep going up. I want my kid to experience it, like good pull rates. I want to buy one of those. I haven't got one in a collection. This Sea and Sky. I am like really hoping that one of these days, one comes to my presence and get it for like 80%. I'm just gonna open up with my kid. My son really wants to open some Sword and Shield, and like we've opened some packs. I'm like, dude, it's not worth opening Sword and Shield. Like we're not gonna get anything. But with Crown Zenith, we actually potentially could get something halfway decent. And I want to get one of those. I know they're like really expensive, but I'm hoping one comes in the collection someday, and we can have some fun with those. Ideally 2, so he can get one and I can get one. That would be fun. We would 100% just open those and not sell them. But we'll see if that ever happens. You never know, man. One day one might come through the mail. My local shop gets 15 to 20% from get-go, then sells for another 10 to 15%, but they get it every time. AHPC ETB sales at $450. Wow. People are crazy. They want to make their money, but God forbid if distro eats too. Hey, I'm all about it. Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. I'm good with them making money. Yo, Jungle, what's up, buddy? Keep up the great work. Proud of you. Salute. Salute to you, my friend. Do you have any recommendation? Free Discord notifier? I can't get anything without it being sold out. Listen, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. Okay, this is how it works, right? The only time you can get something from a notification group is because the botters allowed you to get something. All right. So they're running 24/7. Some people are running hundreds of accounts. Some people are running thousands of accounts. If you so happen to click on a link, let it load, click on this manually, hit pay, potentially had to put in your CVV. That's all done already. By the time you are notified, hey, this just came out, they've already bought it. So the only reason that you actually got what you thought was like a win is because they allowed you to win. They didn't want that SKU. SKU just means product. I'm just being 100% honest with you. They allowed you to get that. That's what I'm saying. They just didn't want it. It wasn't popular enough for them. It wasn't a great seller for them. They let you get what they don't want. Okay. So these notification groups, now the free ones, listen, people will tell you that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, that free ones are just as good as paid ones. That is, I'm going to say intellectually dishonest because they're not trying to lie to you. I think in their hearts of hearts, they genuinely believe it, but they are not as good. I can tell you that right now. Absolutely not. They are definitely not as good. I'm not sponsored by any of these, so I'm not going to say who's good and who's bad, but I'm telling you right now, it is not the same. It's probably 3 to 5 seconds off. And that 3 to 5 seconds is the difference between you getting it and not. That being said, as I said originally, you only get what they want you to get anyways. I'm not going to try to lie to you. A lot of people are going to lie to you and they're just as good, man. Yeah, it's such a great service. I do it for free. The kindness of my heart. Yeah, okay, bud. What the free ones? This is what they're doing. So some of this is an assumption, but maybe some of it's not, right? So the monitors or whatever that are actually on Pokemon website, on Walmart, on Target, whatever, they're checking the back end. Probably what's happening is these free groups or whatever, they're leeching off the good monitors. They're not running their own monitors, most of them. I can't guarantee that, but come on, man. They're more than likely leeching off of the real ones that do it. You know what I'm saying? The one that are actually doing the hard labor of monitoring. And so they'll get a ping, which then they'll send that ping automatically through their bot to the free Discord or whatever, right? That's really how it's working. So you're getting a delay down the chain. Now for free, you can't complain if you don't get it. By the time you click it, of course you didn't get anything, bro. You didn't pay a penny. Why would you get the good stuff? Now, even some of these paid groups, some are a lot better than others. I will admit that 100%. There's definitely ones that are better than others. Now, this part's kind of speculation. I would assume they might delay it a second or two, so that way they can make sure to take care of themselves first, which makes sense. If you created the program, blah, 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 of course you're going to have a slight delay. But yeah, trust me, you get what you pay for in life. Ain't nobody giving you the best of the best on the market for free. Get out of here. I created a little seller safety document for common payment methods. It's not polished, but I can DM you if you want. Yeah, maybe he can DM you. Let's see. Mega Gengar is way overhyped. Looks more like Haunter. I personally think it's overhyped. I've seen the Japanese one. I pulled that on stream for somebody that bought Mega Dream. It's incredible in Japanese. I haven't seen it in person in English. I know English is a lot worse than Japanese. So, but it was beautiful in Japanese. I can say that. Paying the $5 a month is worth it. So we just run by. Okay. What else you guys got? Pokemon. What else you got for me? Said peasants. I'm in a really good Canadian Discord for Pokemon online drives. I actually work for Costco. So I am the guy who provides some info to the Discord. Oh, my man. Look at you. Shout out to Map Maker. Map Maker, what's your Discord? Oh shit. Pokepulls. Oh shit. I've never heard of Pokepulls. I don't know what that is. But hey, we got the inside guy snitching on himself. What they say, never snitch on yourself, motherfucker. That's not a song. I just made that up. Mega Gengar in English and Japanese looks fire. I mean, let's be honest. Japanese is far superior, always, anyways. But I mean, the quality is just so much better. It's not even close, bro. It's like MLB versus like the Pee Wees, man. Like, wow. I never knew until I actually like had Japanese in my hand. It's not even close, bro. It's not even like close. There are paid Discords that leech off the real ones too. I believe it. Yeah, so I know. I don't know, right? All right, whatever. The paid ones probably have something where, you know, they work together to pay for that as well, like Brian's saying, right? Let's get to a new subject. I don't want to get too deep into all this. Where do you draw the line between scalper or collection? Do you want me to tell you the truth? You talking about when I'm buying? I don't give a shit. You do whatever you want. I've always told you guys since day one. It might not be the popular thing to say. I'm not going to ask you where you got collection. Now, please don't steal it. That's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, we'll say that. Don't steal. That's not cool. But like, I don't care, man. Like, I don't care. You can bot. You can be a scalper. You can just be a collector. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I am no better than any of those people anyways. You know what I mean? Who am I to judge another man or woman on what they do with their life? That's how I look at it. The market's the market. It is what it is. In a perfect world, you know, I would land Distro and Distro would hit me. Hey, DJ, do you want 100 cases of this? Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Frank. No problem, DJ. If you need anything else, just type in 22 and you'll get it, right? That'd be a perfect world. And then I'd sell to you guys for MSRP and we would kumbaya and we would, you know, have like some of you guys probably want a Bud Light, don't you? Some of you guys want a Bud Light in the kumbaya bar and we'd just be having fun. And then reality hits. Wake up. That's what everybody's doing. That's how everybody gets their fucking product, guys. It's no secret. Okay? There's no kumbaya out here. That's how everybody gets their product, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shit. As long as you keep it 100 with everybody. We all know how everybody gets it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love that you tapped in with your viewers in our comments. I try. I work for corporate Costco. I'll look into just picked up Pokemon Center. But again, all jokes aside, I don't judge people. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The market's the market. Conditions are the conditions. When the conditions change, you adapt to that. You know what I mean? You have to adapt to the market. It is what it is. Just don't fight the market. If you try to fight the market and like put your feelings into it and like it should be this way, it should be that way. Well, that's right. And this is wrong. And this is that. And this, stop, because you're not changing it. Right. So like, don't fight. Just, you got to go with whatever the market is at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it stress you too much. Just picked up Pokemon Center Destined Rivals and Pokemon Center Ascended Heroes ETB for $835 before tax, both in good condition. Did I get a decent deal? I would just look up the market price. If you paid market, you paid fair. If you got under market, you got a good deal. Yeah. I love Japanese. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, for investing, you don't necessarily care for it. There are some booster boxes that have been going crazy though, bro. I am empty on my store Japanese because it's just been going crazy. I have a little bit of Mega Dream coming, but I had to pay a freaking arm and leg for it. Not going to lie to you. It's a little bit of a gamble, kind of hopium that it's going to go up, which it does seem like, they're doing that in Japan, artificially inflating the price, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into that again. We talked about that the other night. I got some 151 in today. Look at this. It's a Japanese booster box. Now, I'm not going to show you the rest of the collection because I haven't got all of the collection just yet. Only one box came in today. It looks like the rest of the guys' collection will come tomorrow. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I've never owned these before. You know how much these cost? These are crazy, bro. I want to say they're over like 300. It's insane, dude. It's wild right now. Japanese is kind of crazy. I always laugh when people say I'm selling my collection at 99% of it, all currently being sold at Walmart today. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll give you 80%. I feel you on that, Pokey. I feel you on that. I have had to pay up to 85%, probably the last like month, but I've slowed it down. I'm starting to see way more people sell right now at 80%, like significantly more. I'm being offered probably 5 times more collection recently, just this last week or two. Don't know why. Are people scared? Are they taking profits? Are they locking in gains? Really don't know why, but yeah, the last like week's been a lot better offers. A really good amount of collection, like quality stuff, better selection for 80%. And I'm like, thank God, because it's been really unreasonable. It really has. People have been very unreasonable. I've had people say 92%. Like, what? 92%? And you got to pay shipping? Like, what? I have to pay your shipping and pay 92%? You want me to pack the shit for you too? You don't want me to make any money? Shit. Damn. When I used to smoke cigarettes, I'm not proud of it when I was young. I need a cigarette off a guy, and I asked him if I could have a lighter too. And he said, shit, you want me to smoke it for you too? That made me laugh. That always stuck with me. I thought that was funny. That kind of reminds me of that. Well, shit. Anything else you want me to do for your collection? Like, God damn. You mentioned in another stream, they did the stock market. Oh, yeah. I never stopped. I've been trading stocks I should say investing in stocks since I was like 21, man. You think it's more wise to invest in Pokemon or the S&P? Okay. Wise is a very unique choice of word choice in this sentence. This could go either way. Okay. Wise? Is it wise to buy cardboard that can be reprinted at any time I mean, that's probably not like a wise decision, like probably not wise. I mean, it's probably wise to go with the sure thing, S&P 500, which is always recovered. Didn't matter if it was Vietnam, World War One, World War Two, the Great Depression, the dot-com bubble, COVID. Wise would be go to with the safe bet. I think it's great to have some Pokemon exposure. I do think you should also be putting money into your retirement. Absolutely. I think you should be maxing out your contributions at your job. Absolutely. You should definitely be doing these things. But I think, yeah, having some exposure to Pokemon's great, right? It's got obviously fantastic gains. It's somewhat fickle, though. It is cyclical as well. So you got to be careful on that. But I don't think I would ever tell somebody to like ignore your retirement, right? Because I mean, that's really what the S&P 500 is for to some extent. Not directly. It's more of like your retirement account, but a lot of people buy the S&P 500 one because they don't know what to put their money into and they just want to put it into the 500 biggest companies, which honestly only like I think 5 of those companies even make up most of it, but tomato. We sold those $60. What seems like yesterday. Damn. You sold these for $60? Damn. All right, let's look at it. TCG 151 Japanese. I'm pretty sure they're over 100. Or 300, excuse me. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I haven't looked in a while. Oh, why did that not pop up? Japanese booster box, right? Yeah, 151 Japanese. Huh. Maybe this one. Okay, there we go. This might be it. Yeah, market's 302.53. Last sold 309. Crazy, bro. Crazy. These things are booming. But I get it. I mean, it's a smart move, right? Like this month, these will rotate out. And you will never. Well, somebody could be hoarding them, of course, but officially, you will never get this again. Like there's something to say about that, man. We're living in a really good time. Like Scarlet and Violet was great. I know some people like it, some people don't, but I love Scarlet and Violet, man. Not all of it, but great memories, great sets, biggest bull market ever created. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna look back on this, man, and like I think we should really take a moment and like appreciate Scarlet and Violet, especially SP 1 through 4. It's about to rotate out. You will never get this again, ever in your life, unless you buy off somebody who already has it. But you get my point, right? Like they won't make these again. That's sad, bro. It's really sad. Really sad, man. I have good memories for 151. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Pokemon has made a lot more money than S&P 500, but I do both could. Yeah, I mean, we're not arguing that everything outperforms the S&P 500, right? I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna argue that. Like, yeah, but like risk to reward. I mean, risk tolerance needs to be mentioned as well. For sure, by far. Try to connect cardboard versus stocks. I asked you almost the same question last time. But I love both. Don't get me wrong. Stocks can be reprinted. Okay. All right now. All right. Okay. I really don't want to get into this debate. This is a Pokemon channel. I don't mind briefly, commenting on these things, but I don't want to get super deep into this. I have a lot of knowledge on this subject. Went to school for this stuff, and I really don't want to get too deep into it, man. Like it would just take too long to explain. But the difference here is a stock represents a company and its performance and its potential growth. And ultimately, a stock is there to raise money for that company, whether that's Amazon or Nvidia or Tesla. But these are real things. You understand? So if you project that Tesla's going to do very well in the future, then you would invest in Tesla because you think it's going to do well, perform well, or hell, maybe it's quarterly earnings, annual earnings was phenomenal. Obviously, like we can't just be intellectually dishonest and like oblivious to we're at the mercy of Pokemon and what they feel like doing. If Pokemon feels like I'm going to print a bunch of this, you're at the mercy of what they feel like doing that day. You know what I mean? So again, I don't want to get too deep into that. We can go down the rabbit hole for hours. I bought 80 of those for $50 each only 2 years ago. Most brain dead play of all time. No, that's a good thing. That's not brain dead. You did great. Have to pay my knee surgery in a few weeks and insurance won't cover it. What do I sell? I actually had somebody sell their collection to me like when I first started because they had to get was it ankle or wrist surgery? You never know. You never know, man. Some people just got to sell. And they were very thankful that I helped them. They said like nobody locally would buy their collection. So I thought it was a decent collection. Market was a lot slower back then. I paid 75%. So it was good. You can make a lot of money off collections when you pay 75. After 75, it does slow down a bit. Everything needs to like go perfectly. You need to sell for full market. A lot of complications after that. But when you buy for 70, 75%, you can make a lot of errors and still do pretty well, which is nice. So glad I picked up the Phantasmal Flames booster box at MSRP. Nice, bro. Is Battle Styles underrated? I mean, I think the price is underrated. I don't know if Battle Styles itself is. Like a Sword and Shield out of print item is what, like 260, 265, somewhere around there. Journey Together costs more than Battle Styles. Like, let that sink in. Journey Together booster box costs more than an out of print. That's kind of funny to say out loud. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, absolutely. Twilight is outperforming it. I mean, come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is real life. Like Twilight, obviously. I mean, I don't know. It's just ludicrous to even think about. If we're being frank, like it's just comical at this point. Yeah. No, Battle Styles for sure should be up, not because it's great, but because it's the Sword and Shield out of print booster box. Oh yeah, it's 300 for sure now. Hidden Fates was reprinted 2 years after it rotated out. Pokemon has every reason to do that. Same with Prismatic. So I wasn't around for that. Was it a real true reprint or was it stock laying around? I mean, you could look at it now. Hidden Fate's up there. One day, the Sword and Shield alts will be the hottest thing to chase, and Battle Styles was the start of it, says Kevin. But yeah, they reprinted like 20 times in Japan, and every time it tanked for the first year plus. Good. Let's do that with freaking Crystal Festival, man. I would love to get a bunch of that for the store. What do you need a knee for? Keep the Pokemon. What is your take on all? Thank you for using the stop sign. It helps me find the questions better. Gotta go. Yo, Brian, love you, buddy. I feel like it's been 6 weeks. When you coming back? Feel like it's been 6 weeks, buddy. What is your take on all the digital rip casinos popping up every week in terms of ethics, as well as the effect they'll have on the market? Dude, I haven't looked into it enough. Honestly, I don't know what companies are running this. I did buy one thing to support Nostalgianomics because he had like a bubble Mew and was getting towards the end. Didn't know that all the end slots were already bought, but it is what it is. It was really easy to do. I used my credit card my debit card. I don't know if they're like ran off crypto. I think they're mad sketchy. I don't know if they are. Again, I don't know the transparency of these companies. Are they actually sending your stuff? It appears they are. Is every company following the guidance that they should? Better question, is there guidance that they should be following? Is it even regulated? Have you thought about that? I don't know. It could be. It could be. It could be. Does it fall under the gamble laws? Or is there a loophole when you're selling Pokemon cards, trading cards, and it's kind of circumvent? I don't know. I don't know the answers to that question. So I don't truly have an opinion on it, simply because I don't want to make a judgment on something that I don't fully understand. But there's a lot of unanswered questions that I simply don't even care to know the answer to. If we're being frank, I don't have the time. Look, all I have time to do is go to work, hang out with the kids a little bit, eat food, and work on my business and YouTube channel. That's all I think about. That's all I care about. Everything else, good luck to everybody. I don't know. I just don't have the time to research that kind of information. It would take too much of my time and I would get no reward for it. I would rather go pack orders. We made Hidden Fate sit at 150 forever. Stay away from the casinos. And now I will say for casinos in general and gambling, I don't care what you do with your life. As long as you're 18 years old or whatever age, is legal for your state, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Do what you want with your life, dude. You know what I mean? I don't care. If you signed up for that willingly, you went out of your way to use your money that you worked hard for, by all means. As long as they're giving you a good product. That's all I'd say. Don't be scam people. That's not cool. But I don't care. Go gamble, bro. You can go to Vegas. You can throw all your life savings on 7, be homeless the next day. I don't care. You're grown. I got 2 kids. That's all I'm thinking about, man. Those 2 kids. That's all I'm in charge of. Everything else, you do what you want, man. I don't care. I don't even look into that kind of stuff. Yeah, gamble, have fun, whatever you want. Another live stream. What's up, Zippy? I asked in your video, but since you're streaming, about 2 UPC cases, did you double box them? I want to vend one. I always double box. Absolutely. Of course. When did you buy? I haven't sold a UPC case in a while. Do you know your order number? You should have got it by now, depending on when you bought it. I will say, if you're on the West Coast, I do what's called the cheapest one, because even when I do the cheapest shipping, I still lose like $7 to $10 on the West Coast. Literally. Even though you guys are paying like $20, $25 on the West Coast, I generally lose $7 to $10 still with you paying $25. Sometimes, dude, if you live in Washington, oh my God, I lose like $20, $25 sending you guys a case. I'm not even kidding, bro. It's crazy. I had to pay $52 the other day to send a case to Washington State. 52. Yeah, they did pay 25. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a man of my word. If we make a sale, I'm not going to be like, hey, can I get 20 more dollars? I would never do that. Or 25 more. I just take the L. We made a deal. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You're in Utah? I don't know much. What's the order number? No, I got them. Just a pretty and ugly. And then I'm confused on your question. I bought 2 UPC cases. Did you double box them? But then you say you received them already. I'm confused. Wouldn't you already know the answer to your question if you received them? I'm confused. Oh, you just let them sit. Yeah. I always double box, buddy. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Always. I would never in a million years. The only time that I will send you just the outer case is if you buy an open case off me, because depending on the case. There's some cases that can fit in normal boxes. The weird ones, like the poster one, like those things are like this long. I can't find a box for it that doesn't cost me $70, or not, maybe that's exaggeration, like 30 something dollars to ship to you. So in that situation, I'll generally just take the sticker off. You didn't pay for a case anyways, and I'll just use that. Like, I'll just make sure it doesn't say what it is. Because some of these cases, they're weird, bro. Some of these boxes are really strange. Like, I don't know. Like, if you buy 6 of these and you buy a sealed case, you're getting a double box. I'll pay the premium, or you'll pay some of the premium, right? Well, it's not really my job to pay shipping, but sometimes I eat the bullet. But if you just buy 6 of these loose, then yeah, I'll just take the sticker off, make sure nobody knows it's from Pokemon, and just send it to you. But that's only for like really weird ones. ETBs, no problem. Like booster box, no problem. Yeah, no. I always double box, bro. Like I would never do some crap like that. I've just let them sit. Yeah, you can feel free. What I do too, what's up, Mimic Brew, my man? What I strongly suggest you guys do, if you ever buy from a good place that double box, keep the outer box. So, ETB cases are strong, booster box cases are strong. You can stack them, blah, blah. I go the extra mile. I keep the outer box as well, just for double protection, just to protect. This is kind of petty, but to protect the white and red tape as well. I really like to do that. So I double stack, and I like double box. That's smart, man. Most get tempted to keep betting, take the profit, break even, come back. I might have missed some context there. I figured since you brought up the Rudy case, so just making sure. Oh, yeah. No, Rudy did me dirty, bro. I even overpaid. I remember I gave him $60 extra because I paid him Bitcoin. He wanted $1,000. I gave him like $1,060. So you're supposed to pay $10 for a double box. But I guess I didn't write the word double box. Like, motherfucker, you think I'm giving you $60 for free? But yeah, I didn't know. DJ a scammer? Is DJ a scammer? Is the only open case here. I'm probably like the most transparent person on the internet as far as freaking stores. I don't know any. I'm not saying there aren't stores doing this, but I don't know of any. So if you guys know some, let me know. Who the hell is doing this? Hold on, hold on. Who is going out of their way to show you this? The celebrations, and on the back there's pen. Hold on, some little kid probably wrote on here. Everything else is really nice looking. Who is doing that? And then who's warning you? Like I'll be warning people. I'll be showing you guys on my stream. Let me show you. I go the extra mile, man. If there's like little things wrong with it, petty shit that like I honestly should not even give you a discount for. Look at this, bro. Hold on. Ain't nobody giving you personal photos. Look at the corner. I show you everything wrong. Then I even go the extra mile and I zoom in on the potential product. This is what it looks like from far. You can't really see it. It's not a big deal. But I zoom in just so you can judge by yourself. Look at that. Ain't nobody else doing that. Look at that quality. We really go the extra mile. You can see the bottom corner. You can see there's a little something wrong with it. Nobody else giving you service like this. And on top of it, I give you a discount. Ain't nobody on the internet doing that. There is no such thing. What website do you guys know? PokeNE is doing it now too. Shout out to my boy Brian. Besides me and PokeNE, who is doing B tier? Who was doing B tier? I could have sold all those Phantasmal Flame ETBs for $100 and they'd be gone fast. I sold them for 83 because I felt guilty. And I felt like, you know what? In my opinion, if I was a collector, I wouldn't want this. So I'm going to sell it to you for $17 off, which is not quite 20% off. It's a good margin off of market, and ain't nobody doing that for anybody, bro. I'm telling you, they're going to send you that bullshit. And then you're going to be like super upset. I try to save you the time. Thank you for being an honest person. You're 100% the furthest thing from a scammer. Thank you, Dinkles. I know Mimic Bro. He's a cool dude, man. He's a good guy. He's just pulling my chain. I do the same thing whenever I sell something on eBay. Now, yes, eBay, you better be transparent because you get a bad review. You did that with the Destined Rivals booster box? Yeah. I try my best. Thank you for using the stop sign to help. Not Poke related. Did you sell your GPU mining equipment before the crash? No, not before the crash. I wish I would have, but I did end up selling all of it for more than I paid for it, which was nice. It had a resurgence. GPU prices went up again like a year and a half ago. So I took advantage of it. I sold everything to one guy. I gave him a little bit of a discount. I made more. I definitely made more than I bought it all for. Now I have a 3070 right there that I was mining on. I don't know if you guys want to see it. I won't show you very long. Don't worry. Probably can't see it. This is one of my mining rigs, but I don't use it anymore. But honestly, I was going to give the 3070 to my kid. We were going to build him a computer, and then he wanted my laptop instead. And so I don't know. I'm just sitting there collecting dust. I have a Bitcoin miner right there, solo mining. I have like 5 or 6 solo miners in my house trying to hit a Bitcoin block. The chances are so slim, but if you hit, you get 3.1 Bitcoin? Something like that. I'll take all the dented first partner boxes you can get at 50%. Oh, what a great business model for me. Pay 80%, sell to you for 50. I like that. I'll go a long way giving away money to charity. I started labeling products damaged in the title if there's anything wrong with them and include a photo. Most people are not, dude. I've had a couple people. I learned this really shouldn't be on me, to be honest. Look at my dude. It says Pokemon, capital letters. See photos. I'll even put the camera picture like emoji. Then I'll put all the pictures in there. And then now I verify people because somebody was like, oh, I didn't know there was issues with it. You didn't see the humongous thing in capital letters. It doesn't even say Phantasmal Flames. It says, see photos, picture. Then I show you the oh, I don't look. I just click. All right. I was on the phone with them. I was like, I really shouldn't refund you. Send it back to me. I will refund you. Like in the future, before you just buy things for $100 or $80 or whatever, you should probably look at what you're buying. So now, not all the time, but sometimes I'll like email people, even though it's not really my responsibility. And I'll be like, hey, just so you know, did you know you're buying B grade? 99% of people are like, yes, DJ, thank you so much for checking up. One person did cancel on me last week. They're like, I had no idea. I just bought. I was like, and that's why I reach out. No problem. You want me to cancel the order? I'll cancel the order. Okay. All right. I'll cancel the order. Yeah. Some people are funny. Priz bundles price prediction by the end of May, like next month. I mean, that's kind of hard to know what's going to happen in by next month. 85, 87. I don't know. I think they're at like 80 right now. I would not be surprised if they went higher, but I want to tame it down a little bit. That's not very far from now. GPU investing 101. I have a Ascended Heroes ETB case where the stop tape ripped. Wonder how much. I'll have to discount. Where is it ripped? Like on the opening? If it's like where the cardboard closes, that's gonna be an issue. If it's like on the back somewhere randomly, it's fine. If it's anywhere where the opening is, that's where the seal is. That's where you're gonna get some pushback. I'm not gonna lie to you. You will get some pushback on that. Now a lot of people are gonna say it's still sealed, which it is. It is still sealed. But there are gonna be those picky people, you know. I think it's ludicrous personally. Like, not only is there a case premium, but then there's like people who are looking for the perfect tape. Seriously, there's a lot of people. There's probably a lot of people watching right now. Probably 40 people in chat right now. Type 22 if that's you, that are looking for like the most pristine wrapper and the most pristine label and the most I don't want any dents in the cardboard. Motherfucker, you goddamn, you picky as hell. Now, here's the thing. I do think it's your right to be that picky. However, are you paying over market? Because market is paying for a sealed case. That's what the market price is. If you're looking for all the, you know, it got to be this side, this pretty, it got to be this, no dent, no dent. Are you paying 110% market? Because if you want somebody to pick from the best one and everybody's paying the same price, I mean, do you really deserve that? Are you paying minty prices? You got minty expectations, but are you paying up for those expectations? That's the thing. And if you are, then good. But I don't know. There's some picky ass people out here, man. Some people are crazy. Make no mistake, market is just for a sealed case. That's what the market price is. You want pristine, pay pristine prices. Overpay. I'm going to tail the parlay. It's where it closes, right above the label. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, man. There's going to be people, a lot of people, like old school people that are like, yeah, it's cool. We're good. That like lower expectations, which honestly how it should be. It really should. It should be either sealed or not sealed. But newer age people, you know, I'm new too, but newer age people are very picky. Very picky. So people want to be pristine in perfect condition and pay 85%. Yeah, they can suck it from the back. That's ludicrous. They're crazy. I've been watching too much Rudy and Anon lately, and now thinking about getting into Magic the Gathering. Talk me out of it. Hey, if you're going to have fun with it, go ahead. I can tell you if you're going to do it for your business. Hey, it's a really good business. There's a lot of people making tons of money off of Magic. 100%. I have not been doing great with Magic, but I also don't put a lot of time and effort into putting, you know, I don't really put a lot of my attention into Magic. I do have Magic on my website often. It is under market. It sells super slow, bro. I will say in my anecdotal experience, both through Facebook locally and online, Magic people are the cheapest mofos I've ever met. Cheap, bro. Always looking for like way under market. And on Facebook, oh my God, it's a nightmare. I had, we won't talk about Magic too long. I had, not Lorcana. Oh my God. Lauren Eclipse play boosters, 125. The market was 140. So $15 under market. And also TCG, you got to pay a fee, you got to ship it, all this, right? I got it in hand. People were like, will you take 110? 110? I said, do you know what they cost at distro? Do you have any idea? No. I said, do you even know what the MSRP is for those? I think MSRP is like 160, bro. 160 MSRP. I said, bro, I'm selling these for $125. That's a steal. Well, if I buy two, will you take 115? No. All of them, every single person, none of them would buy it locally. Not one, bro. They are like so freaking cheap, bro. The cheapest people. And then the other people try to trade me weird shit, man. Like really strange things. Like, will you take a camera for the case? A camera? What the hell am I doing with a camera, bro? Well, you can sell it for more. Then go sell it and bring me the cash. What do you do? What the hell am I gonna do with a camera? No. I've been offered a bicycle, like the trade-in value. Can you take $50 off if I trade you a bike? Some cheap ass motherfuckers, bro. Always trying to trade me. You take singles, which I get that one. That one's probably understandable. At least it's Magic. But no, I don't need singles or any of that. But weird shit, bro. Like gift cards. Like, what do you do? What the hell? And Pokemon's so different, bro. Pokemon's like they'll pay up. You know what I mean? Like Pokemon, people don't have problem paying up. They might ask you for a little bit off, but it's reasonable. It's still cash money, or it's an app like Cash App or Venmo or something. But I don't know, man. My experience with Magic is customers are weird, man. Cheap ass. Because Prismatic follow a similar trend to Hidden Fates. Anything's possible. I think it's highly unlikely. Evo. Microscopic hole. Will you do 60% of market? If you have a lot of funds and want more stress in your life, enter the crazy market of the non-Pokemon TCG. 110, blow me. That's so cheap, bro. I want to say distro price is like 90 to like $100 range. Yeah. Team Rocket UPC is jumping hard right now. Nice. So are we going heavy into Lamin card, Italian brain rot TCG? I don't know what that is. I wouldn't have started my business if I didn't want more stress. Here's the thing. Pokemon, right now at least, sells itself. If you can get your hands on Pokemon, focus on Pokemon. There's no reason to go for the second best. Now, if you can't get enough Pokemon, that is where I like saw the appeal, allure. That's where Anon was telling me, like, dude, you can get as much Magic as you want. Generally, it's not like Pokemon, not from him per se, but like on the market, you can get it really easy, and so you can replace it really easy, which was really why I wanted it. Because I was like, okay, that does make sense. But for me, again, I only made one video for Magic. I did like 3 shorts, did a couple Instagram reels. I never really got any sales from them. And I think I'd have to make like a separate channel and talk about it daily, the same way I do with Pokemon. Then I would get customers and it probably would benefit me in the long run. But I think it also spreading my focus. You know what I mean? I'm already doing Japanese, right? And we just got Chinese now on the store. Just one thing so far to test it out. See if those sell out, I'll keep buying it. If not, I won't. We filled like 25% of our case. So that's pretty cool. It's very affordable. It's like $34 for a whole booster box. But I don't want to like do a bunch of Magic content and stuff. I just don't have the time, man. I'm too busy. Like Pokemon's just doing too well for us. At the moment, I'm not saying that long term we wouldn't. At the moment, it's just too easy with Pokemon. What price do you think AH booster bundles will settle at? That's such a great question. That's such a good question. Obviously, I don't know, but I'm thinking like $70, $60, $70. It's super hyped. Everybody wants it. As Ascended Heroes price will continue to go up the more bad sets that they create, or the more sets that aren't like super amazing. So Perfect Order is not great. Oh, no problem. Pokemon in general did not go down because Ascended Heroes is so hyped and everybody wants it, right? And so I'm assuming that this next set's going to be a little bit better than Perfect Order, but obviously not like a top tier set or anything. And so Ascended Heroes will continue to do well. Now, who knows? After that, I forgot what's called, Dark something, whatever. Maybe that's good. Maybe it's not. But if it's good, might take some of the pressure off of Ascended. Maybe some people will be excited for that one, collect that one a little bit. But as long as they keep making bad sets, or maybe not bad sets, but not amazing sets, I think the bundle will do fine. I think Ascended Heroes products will do great, just in general. Yeah, it's kind of like the more bad sets you create, the stronger you make Ascended Heroes, almost. Prismatic SBC, the extra content is what makes it a great buy. Man, there's a million reasons. Like the pack value, unweighed packs, the chance to get a God pack unweighed. It's very easy to weigh, loose packs of Prismatic and then open them all, and then put them on your rip and ship. Not saying that everybody does that. I'm sure there's tons of people who don't do that, but it is very easy to do that. And so the security of knowing How many packs are in the SPC? Is it 14? I don't remember. 15. 15. It's 15 unweighed packs. The chance to get a god pack. Like that long term is just, not to mention it has an EV on the front, not to mention it's really cool looking, not to mention it's a hyped up set, blah blah blah. And it's SPC. Yeah, it comes with the promo. Like there's just so many good things about it, bro. It's very cheap. Again, it could reprint or Costco or whatever, come down a little bit, but long term, it's gonna be great. I know you don't think the price goes down, but do you see first partner illustration boxes going higher? Price has been stuck since release. Um, it could. I'm very interested to see. Oh, hold on one second. We got a super chat. Should I save my evolving sky packs for the future? Yeah, hell yeah, keep them. They're awesome. Yeah, hell yeah. Don't open them. Probably not gonna get anything. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Um, hmm. I see them going up over time. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because again, we don't know. Are they going to keep printing these? I don't know. Is it just a specialty thing for the 30th? I don't know the answers to those questions. I wouldn't want to risk it and have no exposure to it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to have none and then they never print them again. And it was just for this one time. That would be like huge L. Now, if they keep reprinting them, they devalue a little bit. I can live with that, but I couldn't live with like having no exposure. I think that's bad. I think that's more risky to have no exposure. I created a separate OPIG. I'm guessing that means One Piece account to appeal to a different audience, non Pokemoners. I stopped that shit after a handful of videos because of how much work it was. Yeah, I feel you. DJ, you're fine in Pokemon. Don't attempt other TCGs. Pitch Black. AH booster bundles are an investor trap. Just buy the ETBs. Bundles will stay closer to loose pack price. You think so? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Magic is where the real degenerate activity is. DJ, you could go back in a time a year ago. What would you do differently in terms of running a Pokemon card business? Excellent question, Nick. Excellent question. I would have bought more Prismatic. Honestly, yeah. I would have I bought a lot. I bought like 150 before I started the store just to start off with it. Well, maybe it was 145. I don't know. It was somewhere around 150. Yeah, I just would have bought more. Like, what else can I say? I went really all in at the time. I bought everything I could. There was only so many people selling under 100, but I bought every single one I could, all of them. Anything listed, I bought them. I just didn't have the reach because I didn't have the YouTube channel yet. You know what I mean? So if I had the YouTube channel right now, and I was buying, or back then, and I was buying all of them at full market because I was paying 100% market. I probably would have 500 by now, 1,000. So yeah, just buy more Pokemon. 5 years from now, do you think Prismatic ETB will be over $1,000 and Destined Rival Boost Box 2.5K? I think both of those are possible. Sure. Yeah, I think it's possible. No way for me to know, obviously, but yeah, it's got a chance. Sure. I got a TCG lighting from Walgreens with Ancient Origins. What should the premium be? I got a TCG lighting. Like a light? I'm not familiar with that. I hope they stop the streak of 1-to-1 Japanese to English sets they've been doing. What do you want to change about it? 5 years from now, you think Prismatic? I already read that. I read that. So maybe you'd say that you'd make the YouTube channel sooner. No, I guess yeah. Sure. I would have made the channel earlier. I guess that would have been good. I was working on my other channel, man. I had a lot of obligations. I had a lot of sponsorship money. I wanted it to work. I wanted my last YouTube channel to work. It was great, bro. I was making bank. And then I wasn't, right? Because the market died out on us. Crypto altcoin season never happened. Crypto mining died out. And the industry just died. Quite frankly, it just died out. So I never wanted that channel to end. It was great, bro. I was traveling the world. I was getting paid. I was getting flown out places and doing crazy shit. It was awesome. Sponsors, were awesome, bro. They were really taking care of me and my family. It was great, man. It was awesome. So I didn't really want to let go of that life, to be honest. But I had a lot of obligations to do. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everything happens for a reason, I guess. How do you make the first prismatic purchase? Collection? Nah, probably scalpers. I don't know. They're on Facebook. Amazing. That's your retirement. Pokemon's not my retirement. Mr. DJ was kind of a big deal. Oh no, the hobbyist miner here. He knows. Yeah, he's way bigger than I was. Yeah, he's got like 130,000 subs, 140. Yeah, he knows, man. He was in the industry with me. We used to hang out. It was awesome. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to the hobbyist miner, man. Great dude. Great dude. English to Japanese 1-for-1 sets aren't stopping this year. Pitch Black in July 30th. Should be getting that MSRP raise soon for Japanese. So be ready. Better stock up on your Japanese while you can. Thanks for the expanded answer. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I really enjoyed my last channel, man. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed crypto a lot. I just had to stop because we got a super chat. I'm so sorry. How did I miss this? Ascended Heroes is my new love. Thank you so much, Lee. Shout out to you, bro, for the £5. Is that euro? I think that's pound. Yo, nice. Thank you so much. I have 250 ETBs and got my first God pack. Well, my 10-year-old did. Keep grinding. Yo, congrats, bro. Congrats, man. Recent thing that I pulled with the kids, it was super awesome. I don't open the packs without them. Awesome, right? Meg. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I always butcher this name. Mega. I know it's from silver and gold back in the day. Oh my god. Meganium. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm tripping tonight. I remember I didn't like Gen 2 when I was a kid, man. I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, I was like in high school. I didn't like Gen 2. I did like no, I didn't play silver. I played gold. I did try silver, but it was very similar, so I didn't need to. But yeah, I didn't really like Gen 2. My friends didn't like Gen 2. Gen 2 was not popular when I was a kid. It really wasn't. It was all my friends hated it. I didn't care for it. We're like, man, what is this copycat shit? This is like the fake Charmander, the fake Squirtle, the fake Bulba. Now, fast forward in the future, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's definitely not the worst by at all. Gen 2 is pretty cool. It grew on me. But back then, yeah, that's what got me out of Pokemon. Because I was so hyped. Everybody was so hyped for Gen 2, bro. We're like, yes, new Pokemon. And then we got them, and it was like Togepi. And I was like, what the hell is this? They're trying to make Togepi like what Pikachu was. And I just didn't vibe with it. Nobody did, bro. It was not popular, at least in my area, with my age group. We were not fucking with Gen 2 at all. That's what killed Pokemon for us. Was Gen 2, bro. We're like, what is this garbage? But looking back on it, yeah, or fast forward, I do like it. Did this man just say 250 ascended ETBs? He sure did. Shout out to you, Lee. Crypto Bull rotating the gains from last cycle. Last cycle was dog shit, bro. Bitcoin didn't even 2x from its previous all-time high. Talk about disappointing. The altcoins never even got close to new all-time highs, except for like, dog shit coins and memes. And yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about the next cycle, not for Bitcoin, but for the rest of them. I'm worried if Bitcoin can't even do another 2x. So we went up to 124, 125,000. If we don't get 250K again, 2 cycles in a row, not even a fucking 2x, like, I don't know, man. Very disappointing. Like, I hope this cycle was just an anomaly, and the next cycle will actually do something impressive. But I'm sorry, but not even getting a 2x, brother. I get 5, 10x's on my Tesla positions and Nvidia positions. If like I didn't join crypto to make less than 2x, you know what I'm saying? I joined crypto to make real money. So that was my third full cycle. So we'll see if the next one's better. I hope it is, because that was very disappointing. That was garbage, bro. This man has 250 ascended ETBs. He said, imagine how many people are hoarding prismatic ETBs. Not that many. Honestly, 250, it's great for personal use and like making money, but it wouldn't affect the market. Even like 1,000. Yeah, it wouldn't do anything to the market, man. Yeah, I don't think there's enough to really affect the market. 250 ETBs is wild. Did you get those at MSRP? No altcoin season was a fuck me, man. True. Yeah. No altcoin season. I don't want to talk about crypto too much, but yeah, sad times, man. Sad times. Were you buying pizza? No, 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 no. I was not in crypto that early. I started hearing about it. The first time I ever heard about Bitcoin was during H1Z1. So I was streaming H1Z1. This is before DJ Wars 22, my YouTube channel. It was a long time ago, bro. And I was streaming H1Z1. So this is pre Fortnite. This is pre PUBG, all that shit. And this guy was in my chat and he was like, DJ, I don't remember what year that is. It's a long time ago, bro. When did H1Z1 release? Let me see. H1Z1 release date. 2018. Wow. So probably around 2018 because H1Z1 died fast. But I was already in crypto before that. It was a different game. I don't know. I was streaming some shit on Twitch and somebody was like, DJ, I have $5 in my card. Do you want $5 or do you want a Bitcoin? And I'm like, what's a Bitcoin? What's that mean? And he's like, that's so cool, bro. You can like order drugs off the internet. You can do all this illegal shit, you know, because this is a long time ago, right? Like people were really doing that back then. Maybe they are now, but definitely back then. You could do all this illegal shit. And I was like, no, why would I want to do that? Like, no, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? And then like, he didn't say anything that convinced me. He's like, it's gonna be the future of money and all this shit. And I was like, bro, give me the $5. So he donated $5 to me. So still to this day, I think about that. I wonder. I probably would have sold it, so it probably wouldn't end up being, you know, what it is today. But I do think about that a lot. Like, damn, I wish I had that Bitcoin. I picked the $5. Yeah, I picked the $5. I think about that all the time. All right, what Hobby Smart say? Not a crypto channel here, but in the institutional investing is taking away from retail. It's all happening on private OTC trades with the big institution companies. Retail is unaffected. Yeah, I know Michael Saylor's not buying on the market. That's why you don't see the price go up. We all want institutional adoption. Has screwed us over. Yeah, I played H1Z1 and got hooked on Arma. Dude, I never played Arma. I heard it was fun though. I did play DayZ. I didn't care for DayZ. It was too slow. I love how people are surprised how much people are hoarding. Yet a rip and shipper goes through that within a week. Yeah, for sure. Remember the guy? Have you kept in touch? No, I don't know who it is. He gave me $5 and I never saw him again. Never saw him again. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, back then, I was new to Twitch. I was probably getting like 5 viewers, you know? Yeah. Good times. H1Z1 was fun, man. You know what? Maybe it was H1Z1 because H1Z1 was in like a beta for like years, I swear. Maybe I Googled the actual release date when it actually came out, but H1Z1, I feel like it was older than 2017, right? Like H1Z1, I feel like is really old. They had like alpha and beta stages for like ever, dude. It says the beta was in 2018. Man, I could have sworn it was that. Maybe it wasn't. 2015 is for the alpha. Okay. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I remember playing H1Z1 like a long time ago. Okay. I knew it wasn't 2018. I was like, nah, definitely wasn't 2018. No. Okay. That makes sense. Not a question, but just went through and put all of my AH cards in the vault. Vault X 2.5 inch binder, 71% done. Oh, wow. That's got 4 or is it 5? I don't remember. That's cool, man. Those look cool. Those look really cool. This is a guy who knows little about Pokemon here. How does a rip and shipper, like with the S, make money? LOL. Does it really equal out? Oh yeah, buddy. There's a lot of rip and shippers who make buku bucks, bro. Dude, Pokemon is like, you got to understand, this is the biggest franchise in the entire world. You know, like literally. Hold on, let me show you a chart. I feel like I've shown you this before. Like, there's nothing bigger than Pokemon. Like, it's a big deal, bro. Yeah, there's people. I interviewed my friend Dan from Catch 'Em All Collectibles. He and his group. Hold on, let me just show you this. In case you haven't seen this, I feel like I showed you this, but maybe I didn't. To be fair, this was 5 years ago. I'm sure Pokemon's even bigger. But just to give you an idea of how big Pokemon is in comparison to anything else. Hello Kitty's like the number 2. Again, I would imagine this is larger because this was 5 years ago. Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse. So Mickey Mouse is, basically Disney, right? Star Wars, Marvel's down here at the bottom, Spider-Man, Batman. Like Pokemon's a big deal, bro. Literally the biggest thing on earth, man. Like, so my friend Dan from Catch 'em All Collectibles, he manages the rip and shippers. So he's like the guy. You can call him the boss, you call him whatever you want. He manages multiple, I think he does 3 streamers at the moment, and they do 8-hour shifts. So that way he's there live 24/7. So somebody does, I'm just making up numbers, maybe like midnight to 8 a.m. And then somebody does 8 a.m. to whatever, like 4 or whatever. And then they do 4 p.m. to midnight. And they always are opening packs constantly. So basically, if you have some packs, you open them up, not this is an ETB, but you open up the packs, the viewers buy them, you make $1 or $2 off each pack, or however much they're making per pack. And they go through thousands of pack every single day. And at the end of the stream, they probably profit, 10 grand. Some channels do 5 grand. Smaller guys do a couple $100, but some people are probably easily doing $10,000 easily a night. I'm sure there's people who are doing more than that, bro. And it's all over. It's on eBay, like eBay live streams, Fanatics, which is more of like a sports thing, but it is what it is. YouTube. It's crazy, bro. Like there's so much money in this industry, bro. It's wild to think about. There's crazy money in Pokemon, man. He sounds like a pimp in his girls. Oh, but they get paid good. He never says how much they get paid, but I would imagine they're definitely making 6 figures minimum, like minimum. And they get to open Pokemon and stream. Like, who wants to go work at a job when you can open up Pokemon packs? You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool. I would imagine, but I don't know this. I would imagine they probably get like a percentage as well on top. Maybe they don't, maybe they do. But I would imagine a lot of rip and shippers, if you work for somebody, you get a little commission, maybe 0.5 or 1% of what you sell, which over the course of a year is a ton of money if you're already making 6 figures. You know what I mean? But I don't know that for a fact. But Caspa, my man. Oh, you know about Caspa? Oh, dude, Caspa's. I'm not even gonna talk about crypto. I don't even want to talk about crypto. It's so fucking dead. It's not even funny, bro. It's such a letdown. I'm so sad. But Bitcoin's good. Bitcoin's good. 3 cents. Ridiculous. Pokemon Mafia confirmed. Oh, yeah. Pokemon. Shout out to Pokemon. Opening Pokemon packs for years numbs your dopamine receptors. Well, here's the thing. I'm sure they look at it as a job, Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to go work for somebody, at some firm and sit in a cubicle? That sucks too, bro. Or do you want to, at your own pace, at your leisure, open up some Pokemon cards? It's a job, at the end of the day, it's a freaking job. Look at it like that. I'll tell you what, I'd rather open the Pokemon than go sit in the office. That's just me, though. That sounds way more fun because you're interacting with your chat, you get donations, and you kind of set your schedule to some extent besides you're working, right? So yeah, there's definitely ways to do it. I would love to work from home one day, man. Like, that's the dream. Not having a boss that can like bother you in real life. Yeah, sure, they can send you an email, but it's not the same. Like seeing you in real life is just annoying. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit sucks, bro. It's annoying. You got to drive to work too. Like, think about the commute. Like, they always say, or some of them will say, they can wear shorts. They can freaking put a t-shirt on. They can wear, sit in their boxers or something. You know what I mean? You can wake up when you want. You can just roll out of bed. You can stay up all night and game or party or whatever the hell you want to do. And then just roll over in the other room and go to work. That's great, bro. Yeah, that's great. That sounds fun. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, it is free. We are really doing well on our stream, on our channel. The Discord's doing well. Please check us out on Instagram. I post fairly often there. Nothing crazy. It's not viral content or anything. It's about the business, but it's fun, man. I'm really enjoying the channel. Please get in the Discord. It's good times. March 5th was 1 year. Nice, bro. Hell yeah. Bitcoin since 2016 and now into Pokemon. More fun. I will say, when Bitcoin's doing well, it's more fun than Pokemon. It is. It is more fun than Pokemon, for sure. For sure. When Bitcoin's really moving, or the altcoins season actually happens, it didn't happen this cycle at all. But when your net worth goes up 20 grand in a day, Like Pokemon, it does go up 20 grand eventually, maybe a couple weeks or a month. It's a nice dopamine hit. But bro, when you just wake up one day, like I was waking up in bull runs and I think my record was like 50 grand. I'm not exaggerating, bro. Like your net worth, you just wake up and you're like, oh shit, I'm up 50 G's. Bro, that's a dopamine hit. Pokemon's great and all, but it's not like, oh, today, tomorrow, or like in the same day, that bitch goes up, you make more than you would in 3 months of working from a coin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can replicate that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. Yeah. Look at this. 5 days in a row. Brother. Yes. Like 2021 bull run. Yes. Dude, crypto was going crazy in 2021. Yes. Yeah. Multiple days in a row, weeks on end. You're just like, just having so much money. Bro, when I was at the peak of Ethereum, when I was mining on my GPUs, I was making like $1,200 a day. And I didn't have to do anything. You just set up the machines and they just make the money for you. I was making way more money than my full-time job, like triple, to do nothing, bro. Just plug these fucking machines in the wall. That's it. Consistently for months, making triple what I do at my job. And I'm like, wow, I'm out here working 60 to 75 hours a week. And I just tripled my money from a machine plugged into the wall that does all the work for me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you can't replicate that, bro. That was crazy. Nothing will ever compete with that, bro. That shit was crazy. Were you making the same? I had at my peak like 12 or 13 gigahash on Ethereum. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. I was making bank, bro. And you got to think too, my Tesla was up, my Nvidia was up, and I'm making all this money. So all my investments, bro, I had like $500,000 cash. That's just cash, bro. Like $500,000 cash. I had my Tesla investment. I had my Nvidia investment. I had my Ethereum. I had my Bitcoin. Bro, I had 3 properties. I was fucking bro. I was balling. I was like 30 or 31. I forget. I was balling out for real. Yeah, bro. It was crazy, man. And believe me, I locked in a lot of gains. I did not lock in as much gains as I would have liked to, but we did lock in a lot of gains. I wasn't stupid. By that time, I was, that was my second cycle of crypto. But like I said, I've been trading stocks or investing in stocks since I was 21. So I had almost a decade of experiences. I've been through multiple bull and bear runs. I already knew this is too good to be true type shit. So I would take out a couple $100,000. I bought a house. I did other things. I bought multiple properties. I was definitely putting the money in other places. I bought land. I wasn't a dummy, just like, and ride it on the way down. No. Now, I did ride a lot of the crypto down like an idiot, but we certainly took a lot of gains, man. It was great. It was great, bro. It was a good time, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. And this is not cool, and you should never do this, but I grew up poor, not so poor, like lower middle class, right? So not poor. We weren't hungry, but besides like clothing and food and shit, like, of course we had like a gaming system, but it wasn't anything crazy, right? So once you start getting that money as a young kid, because 30, maybe not a young kid, but I was young, right? 30, 31, I had too much money at the time, and it was crazy how fast it happened, man. It was like my net worth like 10x. So then when I would go to work, bro, I'm not going to say I was disrespectful because I wasn't, but I just didn't give a shit. They'd be like, all right, guys, we got this super important task to do. And I'm just sitting there like, who gives a shit, bro? I'm balling. Now, being 36 years old, looking back at it, I was not as rich as I thought I was. But, when you hit your first couple 100,000, well, I had already had 100,000 before that bull run, but, when you start hitting $500,000, and you didn't grow up with $500,000, you feel like, damn, I'm a multi-billionaire. I wasn't, but it feels like you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just act different at work, bro. I just be sitting there and I'm like, who gives a shit? So I look at my phone, I look at Bitcoin. I'm like, I'm up another 5K today. I don't give a shit what you have to tell me, brother. So I never said these words. My boss would be like, you just don't give a shit, do you? And I'd be like, no, not really. I'm not gonna lie to you, not at all. And they're like, Bitcoin's up again? I'm like, yeah. They're like, how much you up today? I said, hold on, let me check. $7,000. He goes, damn, I wouldn't give a shit either. I said, yeah, yeah. And so everybody knew, I was trying to teach these people, you got to buy Bitcoin. Before the pump, you got to buy Bitcoin, guys. It's so good. You got to buy these altcoins. Nobody, they're like, it's a scam. It's fake money, blah, 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 blah. None of them would listen. So then when my Bitcoin was going crazy, everybody's excited for me. And like, and they're like, damn, how much you up this month? I was like, I don't know, like 50 grand. They're like, what the 50 grand? They're like, I have to work all year for that. I'm like, I know, buddy, stay broke. And then, it was good times, man. But again, looking back at it, I certainly wasn't rich, but I felt rich, because I was not used to that kind of money. And it was good times, man. It was nice being young. I'll have good memories when I'm old. Making like 10x what you make in a week at your job. Yeah, buddy. It was crazy, bro. It was, yeah. I've had the emotion of not giving a fuck about work. Then it humbles you real quick. Keep that job. Yes. Yeah. Definitely keep your job. Absolutely. Keep your job. For sure. What's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? I'm about to end, actually. It is 10 o'clock. Oh, my Lord. Do I have to be at work early tomorrow? I don't remember. Oh, shit. Let me check I've been streaming. Okay. I don't think I have to be at work early tomorrow. Oh, my God. Thank God. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes. I don't have to be at work early tomorrow. Yes. Okay. I don't have to go until 8. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, you guys don't know. I usually have to go to work at like 5:30. So anytime I don't have to go to work at 5:30, that's awesome, bro. Now listen, I've been at my job for 16 and a half years, right? I retire in 3.5 years from now. The entire time I've had to wake up at crackhead hours, right? I have never got used to it. I am not a morning person. Some people are morning people. I don't know if you guys are. I am not a morning person at all. Even 16 and a half years of doing it. There's never a day where I wake up and I'm in like, fuck yeah, man. I'm ready to get this shit done, brother. No, never. I wake up like this. Right. And then because I'm trained to do it and I know I have to, get ready for work, brush my teeth, shave, blah, blah, blah. I'm like this every day, bro. Just like, and then I get my coffee and I'm like, oh shit. And then I wake up as I'm in the car, but like, I am not a morning person, bro, at all. At all. I hate mornings. Never have been a morning person. I like to wake up like 7:38. That's good for me. 7:38 is like sleeping in, you know what I mean? But like 4:35, 5:30, I'm so tired doing it, bro. And I'll tell you what, that's when it's the coldest too. So in the winter, that shit sucks ass. If you go outside at like 9 a.m., it's not bad. Sun's up, warmed up for a little bit. I think it takes, if I'm not mistaken, I think it takes the heat or light, maybe it's light, takes 8 minutes to travel from the sun to earth. So like, you know what I mean? 9 a.m. things are good. But bro, you go outside at 5 a.m., ice everywhere, cold as hell. Like, no, that shit sucks. I'm glad some of the DJ OG miners are here following the journey. I'm glad I'm in Pokemon. Dude, I am so glad that I got into Pokemon, man. Because otherwise, bro, I'd still be on my old YouTube channel, DJ Minds. I'd still have, I think my peak had 16,000 subs. I'd probably maybe have hit 17,000, but probably not. My ad revenue would be down 95%. Advertisers may or may not be there. Yeah, I'm really glad I pulled the plug when we did, man. Like we've been doing this channel since October. We didn't really I think October, September. We didn't really take it seriously when we first did it though. I'm really glad I pulled the plug, man, because like right now, I genuinely believe we're building a multi-million-dollar business right now. And I can't say the same for DJ Minds. Like I genuinely believe I'm glad we took the dog out back and, we had to do what we had to do. Because now, dude, look at us. Like we're getting just as many views as we did on DJ Minds, maybe a little bit less. Like I think on Saturday nights, Friday nights, I'd get like closer to 200, but whatever, right? I mean, it's still really good. I'm really happy and proud of what we're doing. We're building a fantastic community and like a great store and things are going so well, man. Like I'm glad, bro. Because I think if I was still doing that crypto shit, like, I'd be so miserable, bro, trying to make it work. I'm here for DJ. I learned a tad about Pokemon to chat with my son more about. It's fun, bro. You gotta get into it, bro. Just pull the trigger, brother. Not saying you have to make content or anything, but oh yeah, it's fun, bro. I mean, it's a good time. if you want to have a cheap, affordable way hobbyist miner, buy some Japanese. I don't have much Japanese left. You can buy something off the store for like 65 bucks. Japanese is the way to go. If and you're not going to get value. Oh, there are some sets you can get value of, but the cheaper stuff, it's just fun. You get 30 packs. It's a good time, and that's what it's all about with the kids, man. Have fun. Have fun. It's not really about value. But English is way more expensive. Now you can actually make some money off that. My kid right now, he's his collector, which is how you track like all your stuff and the value of it. Dude, his collector is worth like $6.5 thousand. He just hit 6.5 grand, bro. It's crazy. Like, dude, his shit's been going wild, man. Like, dude, when I was his age, I had, at the peak, a couple $100, but I would just buy like a trampoline. I would buy like a bicycle. This kid's got fucking 6.5K. Like, he's crazy, dude. It's the real deal, man. For real. Like, investing in this stuff, it's the real deal, man. It's crazy to think about. And I saw this 22-year-old trading $400,000 on YouTube. Check it out. Type in 22-year-old trades or buys. 22-year-old buys $300,000 worth of Pokemon. You'll see it. His videos pop up. Kid's 22. Dude's dropping $500,000 or close to $500,000. Crazy, man. Like, some of these young kids, they start young and they are balling Pokemon. GameStop is expensive, bro. I'm cheaper than GameStop. That's what's crazy. I get better deals than GameStop does. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. I love how bullish you are on Pokemon. You're going to be big in 1 year on YouTube. I watch a ton of Pokemon YouTube, and you're quickly becoming my favorite. Well, thank you. I have a compliment for you as well, StarCraft. I'm a huge StarCraft fan. Grew up on Brood War, but these days I do prefer StarCraft 2. Big fan. If they come out with something new for StarCraft, I will be there. We buy at our local shop for packs. He does GameStop for PSA. Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I got to go. Please join the Discord. At the moment, it is 100% free. There is a members channel, but really that's just for me giving you a heads up before I upload something when I get collections. Just give you first dibs. Other than that, it's free. Join it. Check it out. You have nothing to lose. I got to go to bed. Actually, I don't have to go to bed. I'm going to go pack orders. Before I go, how many orders do you think I have? I 100% packed all orders before I went live. How many orders do you think I have? I'm going to guess 3. Seven. Oh my God. I'm going to be up all night. Oh. Dude, look. I don't want to show you because it has everybody's name. Just to show you I'm not bullshitting you. Look at this, bro. Hold on. Let me hide everybody's name. Hold on. Look at this, bro. I change screen. Oh, God. 7 more. Bro, I've done like 25 packages today. No bullshit. Look at this. This is just while I was live, bro. Another 7. Oh, I got to do them tonight because if I don't do them tonight, then tomorrow, those 7 get pushed onto tomorrow. And then I'll never sleep. Oh, God, that's crazy, bro. That is actually crazy. Thank you. I'm thankful. It's a bad problem to have. I don't see members only in Discord. Yeah, so you got to be a member on YouTube. Are you a member on my YouTube? So if you're a member on my YouTube, you have to link your YouTube to Discord. Everybody should do that in general. It's just good practice. And then it should automatically make you a member, and you should be able to see the member chat. However, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not really that good with Discord, and we're working it, but we haven't tweaked it all. We do probably have to do manual. So hit up one of my mods. You can hit me up if you want, but I'll probably be busy. Hit up my mod, Patrick. He's super good. Patrick Murphy. Love that guy to death. And we'll manually give you the role. So I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night. I'm going to have a video for you tomorrow or stream or something, just like I always do. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ's Poke Center, signing out. Bye-bye.